SEO is dead.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Your next website is a bot. I'll take it a step further. Your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot. Your very next website. Not a widget or an add-on, I mean full replacement. Even all of your sales funnels, all of your content, all of your customer experiences completely replaced by a bot in 2 years max. All of your sales funnels, customer engagement, and content delivery built on the fly by a bot that responds intelligently. Yes, your sales funnels and content will be built on the fly intelligently, all while it learns and adapts automated. The evidence is clear. Your very next website is a crypto-powered chatbot, or you will be competing with everyone else who has made the inevitable shift. Stay with me to the end to learn why this is true and how to build your own high-converting chatbot sales funnel for free with zero code involved. Here are the top 5 reasons your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Surprise.
Surprise who?
Surprise, mother!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Welcome. Let the adventure begin. Now, a little bit of an introduction here. If you've failed at automating an online business in the past, it's not your fault. It's really not. If you've been concerned that you can't succeed with an automated chatbot business before, put those fears to rest. Big tech, Google, Apple, Facebook, and others want you to think you can't automate an online business using chatbots or break free from third-party tools like WordPress without them, but it's simply not true. If you've ever thought that big tech wants you to fail, you're probably right. So I'm here to show you how to build your own high-converting chatbot sales funnel in a few minutes for free with zero coding involved during this webinar. Now listen and pay attention very closely what I'm about to say. Stay all the way to the end of this webinar and learn more about automated chatbots than 99% of the world. So today, here's what we're going to cover. Secret number 1, how to ethically steal millions of dollars worth of existing code to create anything you want for free. Secret number 2, how to clone proven chatbot sales funnels in less than 10 minutes with no coding. Secret number 3, how to power your chatbot with your own custom cryptocurrency. My goal from this training is this. I'm here to help the people who want to automate an online business using chatbots and the people who want to break free from third-party tools like WordPress without getting bogged down in all the technical stuff or being held hostage by a tech guy. The future-proof way for you to automate an online business and break free from third-party tools like WordPress is through automated chatbots. So I created the chatbot funnel system. So who am I? Hi, my name is Matt Trainer, and that's me on the left there. I've been a computer programmer my whole life, pretty much since age 8, since my dad first introduced me to it. And after several decades of honing that craft, I was at the top of my game about 10 years ago. My team built and designed drphil.com, and we did projects for MTV.com, World Poker Tour. We did several television show websites and a lot of celebrities and celebrity marketers like Frank Kern and others. And the problem with all of those sites was they were done in Flash, and we were at the top of the game with making websites move and interesting and animated, way ahead of our time. And I was at the top of the game back 10 years ago, and then along came Apple and the iPhone and decided that Flash was not good for mobile devices, and then pretty much killed that business. But back then, using the same stuff I'm about to show you guys now, we did multiple 7-figure launches on the backs of these very cutting-edge technology that simply is not used anymore by marketers. I've always been on the cutting edge of technology and developing interesting tools for both websites and marketing to make interesting, engaging experiences for people. In doing that, I've been able to make a lot of money, and I've been a successful self-employed online marketer since 1999, with several multi-million-dollar businesses to my credit using the same technologies I'm about to share with you. In the last few years, I've gotten very interested in cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology and how it's going to be applied in business. So about a year ago, I became a certified Bitcoin professional. Here's a screenshot of my certification. You can go look it up here if you're interested. Here's the link down here. I know it's long and ugly when it is what it is. To get certified as a Bitcoin professional proved to be quite harder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, they take these certifications pretty seriously. And it really showed me we're missing a lot of stuff on the internet. We're going to cover a lot about it because right now the internet is broken. Big time. There's a big problem with it, and I'll cover that with the top 5 reasons why your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot. The internet's broken. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So how did we get here? Here's a little bit of my story. So I was a bored and frustrated internet marketer, and as I just related to you, I was working with very famous people, building their websites, working one-on-one with them, high-end celebrities, very successful companies. They trusted me to design and build their websites and make them cool and interesting. And then I moved into the internet marketing space and helped Frank Kern and several other people have very successful launches using the same kind of technology. But once Apple came along and really killed Flash, which was a big part of my business, it really kind of sidelined me for a while, and I just focused on building WordPress sites basically. And over the years, nothing's really changed. It hasn't really evolved from that. So for the last 10 years that the iPhone's been alive, we've moved into a few different things with websites and stuff, but overall they're kind of boring and not interesting. So as an internet marketer, you see a lot of sameness out there, and I get very bored and frustrated with this stuff because from going from the top of my game, a celebrity designer and web page builder, to just building WordPress sites and really boring funnels for marketing, it's demoralizing to me, to be quite honest. I'm very bored and very frustrated because I don't like WordPress. It's very limiting, and it's nothing like any of the very cool things that we built for some of these celebrities. And now most of these celebrities and TV shows and even high-end marketers are back using really crappy, boring WordPress sites. So what happened in 10 years? Regardless, I see the future of engaging online experiences. This 10 years was not lost. It's just a lot of shift in the way things are built, with one of those being the rise of gamification and cryptocurrencies, which we're going to talk a lot about. And through all this process of trying to figure out what is the future, where is all this stuff heading, being frustrated by WordPress and trying to fix WordPress for the longest time, I struggled to find the right tools and training out there. And I spent I'm a pretty advanced marketer, and even me, I had to spend thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on all over YouTube videos and websites and Medium articles and tutorials and various membership sites, just teaching all of these tools and trainings. But so then when I figured out chatbots, I started really getting into what is possible with these things and really expanding on them. But I didn't have the skill sets. Even though I'm a programmer, I've been there my whole life, once Flash was killed and I just kind of stagnated in the marketplace with developing on WordPress, a lot of these more advanced frameworks, which we're going to talk about later, have evolved, and I didn't know anything about them. So I spent about 7 figures wasted on programmers over the last several years, over the last decade really. I added it up last night, and it's over 7 figures wasted. What do I mean by wasted? Well, programmers that just that aren't marketers, for one. That's a big problem, because you get programmers and web developers and website builders that just aren't marketers. They don't really understand what you're trying to achieve. And whenever you're getting to some more advanced things, they really don't understand. So I'm a visionary, and I see where the future of this stuff is going. I've always been on the cutting edge of it. So trying to relate as a marketer, having been around this game for a long time, to programmers like in the Philippines or India or Eastern Europe, it just proved to just not work. I've tried it so many times, dozens and dozens of projects. I just got sick of it, and finally just went and struggled and studied this myself and took a deep dive back into this space. So how does this apply to you? Now, this is an important thing. Anyone can do this. This is an important part. I really want you to get across this. You don't have to be a high-end programmer. I'm going to show you in a second. You don't even need to code at all. You don't need a tech team. You don't need any specialized programmers. There are tools that help shortcut all of this. You're also going to be able to automate your sales where others can't, because as you're going to learn soon as we go through the top 5 reasons why your very next website is a crypto-powered chatbot, you're going to learn that the market is fragmenting. The internet is broken and is fragmenting. It's fragmenting into smaller groups. Everybody's moving into smaller apps, smaller engagements. It's pretty much custom engineered for bots. So you're going to be able to automate your sales and have different kinds of funnels that others can't. And also it works in any niche. Any niche. If it's online, it'll work. So not only has this worked for me, meet James Brinkerhoff. This is a screenshot of a testimonial that James posted on Facebook, actually. And James, at the time, James had over 600,000 engaged followers and 2 million in funding for his business. Now, this was a fan page he created based on what I taught him through these systems. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Not only he had 600,000 engaged followers, he's nearly doubled that now. And this wasn't that long ago, this is a few months ago. He's nearly doubled this. And the best part about this, he just made it work from doing the basic stuff. He did exactly what I told him to do, followed the steps, and he now has a very successful business. And it's not just James either. We have hundreds of testimonials from other people inside of our systems that have done very well with it without our automation stuff. That's why I'm so excited. So secret number 1, how to ethically steal millions of dollars worth of code to create anything you want for free. Some online marketers might think, I don't understand how automated chatbot sales funnels will work for me. That makes sense, I get it. Now let me tell you a quick story.
Hey, I want to be famous. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Surprise.
Surprise who?
Surprise, mother.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What just happened? That's pretty much the reaction I had whenever I found what I'm about to show you guys. I'm going to show you some very cool things that is worth your time just for showing up to here. You're going to get so much value out of what I'm about to show you, so pay attention right now. So one day when I was out looking for some little cool tools, little things to upgrade our WordPress sites, I was looking for plugins actually. I didn't want more plugins, but I'm just desperate to find a new way to upgrade our sites. I came across something called CodePen. Now CodePen is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. It's the coolest site, it's the coolest tool on the internet right now. No joke, and you're gonna see why in a second. Before we get to that, I was out there looking for basically a spinner like this. I needed a loading spinner for our content, and this is kind of nice because, you know, it's a known spinner. And this tool is on, let me move this down here a little bit for you. This tool is on spinjs.org. Now you can go here and you can, what's cool is you can change the width of this if you want, and you can, of course, you can change the color. So if I want to make this blue or red or whatever, you can change the direction even. This is all very cool because what you can do then is just go click on this little button here and it opens up the code. Then you just got to go copy this code and put it in WordPress. This kind of thing is very cool, but as I was on this search, I came across another tool called SpinKit. Now this is very cool as well because this is different kinds of loaders. Now this is one kind of loader or spinner, but man, what if you could do something like this? And now look what else they've got here. Just more interesting ideas here, you know? So what if you want, see this one's very cool. I like this one a lot too. So what if you wanted to use this one right here? You just go up here to source code right here, same thing, and you can just copy the code. Now that's all very cool too, but then I came across this. This is CodePen. I can't say enough good things about CodePen. I love this site. I'm seriously on here every single day. I'm on here more than I'm on social media. They even have a little like social media, like social networking thing built into this, but that's not what's important here. What's great about this site is that people share their code. That's why it's called CodePen. And that's cool too, but what it is some seriously advanced stuff. Now check this out. Now this is a collection on something called a collection on CodePen. Now look at some of these. These get a lot more interesting. I'm going to refresh the page here and it gives you some previews here. Now look at some of these. Like this frying pan thing. Look at this here. That's a way more interesting loader, right? Well, what's cool about that? Look at it. Here's all the code. It's completely open source. And what you find out is it really doesn't take that much code to do this. You can copy and paste this and play around with it and do what you want with it. And the great thing about CodePen is you can do something called forking. You go up here and hit fork. Now this is in my account. Now this is in my dashboard. Now it says CodePen by Matt Trainer right up here. Now check this out. This is where this gets awesome. Because what if I want to change the way this looks? Like I don't like this background, this yellow color. So if I know the code, I can put it in there. But I'm just going to try blue. Let's try a blue background. And watch it. Give it a second and look at that. It updates. Now let's see if we can change this to white, the rest of this stuff. Now look, now it's blue and white and mine. Now I can also change this. The cooking in progress, I could come in and change this. The code is all right here. I could change whatever I want in here because now it's my code. And this is all open source. People share this on CodePen. And then what you can do is you go and take and copy this and put this right into your settings on your site yourself. This is amazing. The great thing about this is you can't mess this up. Now I can save these changes and now this is saved forever on my account. So if I go to my account here and then on pins and look, here it is right here, making pancake loader. Now that code is there always because I saved it. Now if I want to change it, and watch, I'm just going to select a bunch of random code and then just delete it, which will completely break it. You can see this coming up, this exclamation point coming up, and it broke it. If I don't want to save it, I don't have to save. And guess what? If I just hit refresh, look, it's right back to where it was before. You can't mess up. If you break it, you just go back to what you had before. And if you save it and you completely mess it up, go back to the one that you started with because it has history. You simply can't mess up. It makes a perfect playground. So as I went through some of these kind of different loader things, I came across this one and this really blew my mind. And this was when I was like, wow, what just happened? Because look at this, guys. I can go change the background color on this just the same. I want to make this in blue. There you go, it's blue. And obviously I could go in and change all of the fact because this is just simply, and look, this is draggable. This is a draggable thing, so this could be loaded, used as some sort of loader, some sort of animation device, whatever you want. And I forked this and make it mine. Even though this guy, Chris Gannon, built it, he shared it on the community in the social network. You got all his code, I can fork it and then save it as mine. I've already got it forked and saved as mine because I'm using it for other projects. It's amazing. So digging through CodePen, I find all kinds of amazing things. Here's another one. This is called ParticlesJS. It's a little library you can use to make little animated backgrounds for your website. Now, same thing. I can go in here and change the code to whatever I want. I'm going to change the background color here again. I'm just going to put it in blue. Just keep it super simple. And now it's got a blue background. Now I could play around with this code and do all kinds of things with it. Change the number of particles. Now this could be a really great animated background for your website, for instance. So I took this and made another version of it, played around with it, and now we've got one that's hexagons floating here, and it's got a new image that loads in the background. And when I refresh the page, it loads a new high quality background image. Now these images are coming from something called Unsplash, which is a super great resource, all free, high quality photography, royalty free. Now this is something I took some of these, a previous CodePen, I took this one, tweaked the code a little bit and saved it on my own as one of my own CodePens, changed the background so it loads this fancy background every time. You know, it loads a new random high quality photography from unsplash.com every time. And it's got these blue hexagons saying. Now this started from this code and all I did was go in and change this, and now we're taking this code and using it on our websites. This is cool. I didn't have to build this, guys. It was already figured out. All of this particle stuff, like look, as you click this one creates a new one, like the mouse is attracted to it. All these various things, that's kind of hard to figure out. So you don't have to do the hard work because a lot of other people have spent a lot of time already and they're sharing all of what they learned, and you can just go copy it and put it on your website. This is all free, guys. I didn't pay a dime for any of this. Totally free. Now you go further in here and you start finding other things like simple buttons and things. Like what if you could make your little sharing buttons on your sites a little more interesting? You share your Facebook fan page or YouTube channel or your Twitter account and they've got these cool little animations. That's way more interesting than the dumb little goofy buttons. And then I got going a step further in there, and this is when I started realizing, holy crap, this is a game changer, this whole CodePen idea, because this is something I loaded in here. Now watch this. Now this may not be super impressive at first until you understand what's going on. Now watch this. Okay, great, all right. It's a cool little animation, and you can see all this little animated comic book characters here. That's really cool. And then you can scrub the timeline back and forth. But here's why this is amazing, because what you realize is all of the code is here. And none of this is images. This isn't something they designed in Photoshop and then they uploaded the images and then they kind of changed how it's displayed here. No, there are no images. It's all drawn with code. And it's actually very simple to do. There's these tools they've got now for this stuff. Little kids can do them, seriously. I'm not even joking. And this is what's blew my mind, because I can go right now, I could take this code, all the code is right here. It's all open source. I've already forked it and saved it for myself. And I can go take this code, put it on my own website, and I can play around with it. I can make my own little animations, and I can have this little timeline scrubber to test it and all kinds of things. And then we go deeper. Now this is something, now you could take that same kind of idea and make a little animated background like this. Now, I like this idea. This is a cool little interesting thing that you could have on your website. It's very lightweight and you didn't have to come up with it. Again, I could change the background color, but you can see now the background color is blue. You can change everything in here because again, these aren't images, guys. This is code drawing this. And they give you the code right here. You just got to know how to change it. This is what's so great. Now you do change it, you can't break it. You can always go back to what it was and fork it and start all over if you break it. Completely free, open source. And you take that a step further. Here's another one I found. Now this gets really amazing. Now you can make some pretty complicated animations. Again, these are not images. Nobody drew this on Photoshop and then they're loading this. This is animated code here. Using these simple little tools, you can do complex things like this. This little animation has a little bear coming out here. It's like a little bear factory or panda factory or something. It's got little animated things. I can flip this switch here myself and have this start over. There's another one here, I think. But check this out. Here's what else is cool. It says right here, size the browser window down horizontally. Now this is what would happen if this, see this is a wide screen right here. Now if I take this and size this down, watch what happens. It animates and changes into a vertical version of this, which is mobile friendly. So this does this on the fly. Not only makes an interesting experience for the user, but it doesn't matter what device they're on all of a sudden. It's completely responsive. Now as you go back, you can see it animates back into place for a wider screen. That's incredibly cool. So all of that's great and everything. All of this stuff is very interesting, but for marketing, we're here to make money from this, right? It's one thing to have cool websites and do all kinds of cool animations, and you can have robots or whatever on your website, but we're here to make money. This is all about business. Now this is where the marketing brain comes in, because what you can do with this starts to become very interesting. Now I'm going to refresh this page here, because you start applying things like this to something like a simple button like this. Now this is just a normal submit button you'd have for your orders, for your funnels, for all kinds of things. Now watch what happens with this button. See how the button animated and turned into a loading thing, and then now it's got a confirmation? That's a way more interesting experience. And guess what? You don't have to build it. It's already figured out. The code is right here. Copy it, put it on your own website. And again, I can take this and change it to blue if I want. Blue is our color of the day, I think. You get the idea there. So let's talk about how to make this more useful. Now guys, this is where this is going to start to get really fun. I hope some light bulbs are going to start coming on for you. Because how about we start applying this to user engagement and your sales funnels? Because if you make an interesting, engaging experience for your customers, they will buy more from you. Fact. So all this stuff that we've looked at is very cool. It's all very interesting and you can make cool things with it, but what about something useful with it? What does it all mean? Now check out this. This is a normal kind of form that you would see anywhere, you know, an opt-in form, an order form. Now this form doesn't actually work. It's all fake information, but what's important here is what it does. Now imagine this is a form on your website. You're collecting information. It's some sort of opt-in form. And you fill out the information here and you hit contact us today. Now look at this. Now it animates into a very interesting different experience, and you didn't have a page load. It didn't have to go to a different page. Now this could do anything. It could trigger animations. It could load a video. It could load the next step in your funnel. I think you're starting to see the idea here. Now let's take this a step further, guys, because this is amazing. Imagine you take this a step further. Now this is your map on your site. Everybody's got a map on their website and nobody cares about the map on your website. But how do you make somebody care about the map on your website? By doing some of this, applying some of these very simple concepts to your stuff on your site. Now watch what happens here. When I go click on this, Obviously, it's got this animation thing here drawing your attention already, obviously, but watch what happens. I click here, and it animates into a new contact form. It's got their information, their phone number, their hours. Oh, awesome, but it's also got a button, and watch what happens when you click the button. The button animates up here, and it all turns into an opt-in form. Now, again, this is a fake opt-in form, but I'm going to show you what happens when you submit. It all animates away, and look, the buttons in the field animated and turn into a cool little loader, and then that turns into a cool little confirmation. Again, that could load a new video, it could trigger all kinds of very interesting things. You didn't see all kinds of page loads, a really bad user experience. So imagine you go start taking some of those kinds of things and applying it to an interface like this. Now I'm going to click on this and watch what happens. Now as this thing's loading out, look how it animates. I'm moving my mouse around. Look at that effect. Now this as an opt-in form, using some of these ideas as an opt-in form on your website or even a background thing, coupled with all these kinds of tools that you can find on CodePen, really changes the game with what you can do. And guess what, guys? This is all free and you can't break it. You can't mess up. It's a complete playground to go in there and just build whatever you want. It's an amazing resource. And where this is all headed, it blows my mind constantly.
Did you just say mind-boggling?
Yeah, mind-boggling. You know, when things are so crazy, it gets your thoughts all trapped like in a bottle.
With CodePen and the source code that's out there, the interactive animations and all these kinds of things that you can do, the code is completely open source. You just change it however you want. You can't break it. It's amazing stuff. Now I'm going to show you another layer of this. So all the stuff I just showed you there is kind of upending the idea of building things. Open source everything and sharing of code is becoming how the world works. Now we're also starting to see that evolve in hosting as well. Yeah, regular hosting like GoDaddy and all these boring things that have been around forever is changing. Now this is Glitch. It's on glitch.com, and this is a very interesting kind of hosting. This is going to change the world, and once you really get what's going on here, you probably won't think the same ever again. But this is what we're just talking about. Tools that kind of turn everything on their head. This is hosting and coding, and it's like a CodePen and hosting all in one thing. It's a really cool tool. I'll let you guys check it out. But this is kind of the tools that are out there. And guess what? It's free. Yep, free hosting that you could test your CodePens on and then go deploy it immediately. It's a new way of doing web hosting, and it's completely free right now. Next tool I want to introduce you to is called BotPress. As you can see here, BotPress is an open source on-premises bot framework that saves thousands of developers thousands of hours. Okay, what does that mean? Here's what it is. Here's what it looks like when it's installed. It took me less than a minute to install this, seriously. A couple of keystrokes, and it's very much like WordPress. It's got a WordPress type interface, and it's why it's called BotPress. It's a management tool for chatbots in a WordPress-like interface. And this is yours. This is open source, free code. So when I say I installed this, it means I built this in a minute, and now it's mine. And I can change it and do whatever I want. I can go launch a new Facebook Messenger bot. I can let a BotPress API. I can do all kinds of things. All of this is free, open source code. So this is the real secret number one, OPC, other people's code, like CodePen and others. Open source everything has become the way that the internet runs. In fact, the internet wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for this giant open source code community. And it's much, much bigger and much deeper than what you even realize. It even is moving into the world of blockchain-based decentralized app, because that's where the world is moving. Decentralized everything. Decentralized just means there's not one single party that has control of it and can shut you down, for example. So all these free open source code libraries are shared amongst the world, and as we moved into the world of blockchain-based decentralized apps, this is all the precursor of that. You don't need to understand any of that, because I'll explain it later, and it's actually very simple. It's just a bunch of jargon you haven't gotten used to hearing yet. It's no different than the existing internet. It's just got to be explained a little bit differently. The rise of cloud microservices is another thing. Now this is kind of the elimination of hosting. to put it very simply. I just talked about Glitch, which is a new interesting way of doing hosting, but it's just an example of cloud-based microservices. And these microservices will hold little snippets of these code that you use all over the world. It's already happening whether you realize it or not. It's already happening on things called CDNs, content delivery networks. Amazon is a really great example of it. Amazon EC2 cloud hosting, Microsoft Azure hosting. These are all cloud microservices. Google Cloud Functions, Amazon Lambda. These little bite-sized pieces of code that are free and open source that run on little microservices. This is the future. Other people's code. And guess what, guys? This is all free. This is a cool thing. Another piece of this that's really great, this last bullet point here, is all of these things have large supportive communities. So you're not just by yourself. Now, becoming an online marketer tends to get very lonely sometimes. It can be a very lonely business. And these large supportive communities help a lot. They really do. Everybody's trying to help each other. Open source everything. It's secret number one, other people's code. Regarding secret number one, you might also be thinking, I don't understand how automated chatbot funnels will help my business, for instance. Well, first of all, they work in any business. If it's on the internet, it'll work. And yes, it will work in your market, promise you. I haven't seen anything yet where they won't work because it's interacting with people. If there are people on the other end, it will work. Will it work if I sell physical products? Absolutely. We have really great examples of that. Will it work if I sell high-end coaching? Absolutely. The very first chatbot I really used and interacted with actually sold high-end coaching. I was talking about $5,000 and up coaching sold from an automated chatbot. Amazing. Will it work in a B2B market? Absolutely. It's working in B2B markets all over the planet right now. Just look at what Alibaba and others are doing in China with it. Secret number one, the truth. Building an automated crypto-powered chatbot army takes just a few minutes once you have the right tools and workflow. Now, I've showed you the tools. You just got to learn the workflow, and it's a couple simple steps. I'm telling you, this is not difficult. It looks like voodoo science. It's not. Secret number two, how to clone proven automated chatbot sales funnels in less than 10 minutes with no coding. Regarding secret number two, many online marketers think I'm not good at technical stuff. I hear it all the time, but let me share you a really quick story. So back in the day, as I explained years ago when we were doing this stuff, it used to be very hard to build even simple websites. You had to have some extreme knowledge. You have a hosting account, FTP, some sort of code editor, and there weren't all these nice tools like WordPress and ClickFunnels and other things out there that can help you build automated funnels. And it used to take a sophisticated team to put all this stuff together. You couldn't just do it by yourself. We didn't have all these cool tools and libraries that we have now out there in the world. And I would have to stay up all night doing things sometimes, even really, really simple things. I simply needed a better way to get things done. But as you've seen now, using other people's code and all these new kinds of services out there, there's a much better workflow. So secret number two, you can build your own automated chatbot in less than 10 minutes with no coding. All you got to do is use a tool called Chatfuel. This is Chatfuel, and you can see when you scroll down through here, you got a lot of big companies using Chatfuel. Adidas, HTC, Just Eat. You can see they have built-in templates for almost every industry. And here's an interesting stat I didn't know about Chatfuel. On Messenger, they power 46% of all chatbots. Look at the companies using them. BuzzFeed, MTV News, Netflix. It's a very popular platform. And the best thing is the pricing is it's free to start, and a pro plan is only 15 bucks a month. Ridiculously cheap, and that removes the branding and lets you get all extra stuff. Chatfuel is great, and it's free to get started with, but what's even greater about Chatfuel is the results it's getting. Now here's an article I found. It was actually on the Chatfuel site. Earlier I mentioned that chatbots will work in any market, and they will work for B2B, and they will certainly work for e-commerce of physical products. And here's proof right here. Now this article was published on Medium, and the headline tells you all you need to know really. Cosmetic startup sells $250,000 per month with Chatfuel bot. There you go. I'll put the link in this page so you guys can read it. You can read the whole thing. The important part is they're doing exactly what Chatfuel recommends. They're using these templates and they're tying them into Zapier and MailChimp. Now this is Zapier. It helps automate connecting various tools out there. So a good example here is on the page. You got a trigger that you get a new email in Gmail, and you can see it's animated, the whole little process here. It could copy the attachment from Gmail to Dropbox and then connect to Slack and alert your group's Slack. There's over 1,000 apps connected in here. It does a lot of things. It automates a lot of process. So you can see here how you can set this up. Now what you do with this is you can use this to tie your Chatfuel bots into MailChimp. Now Zapier does the hard work in the middle. It's real easy, no coding involved. You connect it very easily. Another great thing about Zapier, like all these tools I've been showing you, look at this. Free forever. This is $0 per month. It allows you to make 2-step zaps, which to be honest with you guys, I do a lot of automation and that's all I've ever needed. So I've run a whole lot of businesses just off of this free plan. Now there's a couple things the $20 a month one gives you, but honestly, you can get away a long ways just for free on Zapier. It's a very cool thing. Now this is MailChimp. MailChimp is a free email service. Look at this, forever free, $0 a month, up to 2,000 contacts. You can go a very long ways with this. You could build a multi-million-dollar business with up to 2,000 contacts. You got the right 2,000 and they're paying high ticket? Absolutely. So don't discount these free tools. All of these tools are free at their base level and you can still build a very big business off of these tools. That's the state of the way the internet is now. It's a great thing. So because of this, Google and YouTube tutorials have become a major thing on the internet. There's even kids teaching, teenagers teaching how to build chatbots for free with no coding that connect to Zapier and MailChimp. So to save you some time and hassle, I've already been through pretty much all of those tutorials you can find on YouTube. I've been through a lot of them anyway. And you know, all these kids teaching stuff is interesting. It shows you where kids are thinking and you want to be where kids are. But the important part here is that most of those kids don't know what they're doing. They're not marketers. They're just interested in chatbots, which is cool. You can learn from them. But here's an article I found. It's on Medium again. And this is an article, how to build a chatbot that turns traffic into leads and sends them to MailChimp without coding. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. And you can go through here, you can see, it walks you through step by step how to do this. It shows you how to set up your welcome message, shows you how to start warming up your traffic. Part 2, warm up your traffic, turn them into subscribers. And then it walks through how to, exactly, it's even got little boxes and arrows. It walks you through how to connect it to Zapier. This is the Zapier interface. And then down here with Chatfuel plugins to how to send an email through MailChimp. And this is the setup here. It's a really great tutorial, walks through the entire thing. And guess what? It's free. As you saw earlier on Chatfuel, they have tutorial templates and all kinds of other templates to walk through this thing. It's very easy, it's a lot of drag and drop. It's kindergarten simple. You guys can do this and there's no code and it's free. So some online marketers might also think regarding secret number 2, I'm not a programmer, I'm not a computer scientist, I'm not technically inclined, or I'm not a designer. Well, guess what, guys? If you can use email, you can do this. That's the truth with all this. If you can use WordPress or any basic internet-based tool, you already have all the skills you need. Remember, guys, there are little kids teaching these tutorials. That's how easy this stuff is. It's a lot of drag and drop, copy paste, and there's even little red boxes and arrows that show you how to do this stuff, and other people's code does all the work for you. So now we've covered secret number 1, how to ethically steal millions of dollars worth of code to create anything you want for free. And we've covered secret number 2, how to clone proven automated chatbot sales funnels in less than 10 minutes with no coding. So now let's get into secret number 3, how to power your chatbot with your own custom cryptocurrency. Now this really gets exciting for me. Now, secret number 3, some online marketers might say, I don't know how to do anything with cryptocurrencies. It's all too confusing. And yes, it certainly was for me in the beginning too, but that's only because it hasn't been explained to you correctly. It's not that difficult. Let me explain. Well, here's the deal. I was confused too, so I sat down and studied hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of videos and tutorials and all kinds of things to figure out what the heck this was all about. And I even went into the code and built my own the hard way. I built a couple blockchains out of JavaScript just to see what it was all about. And then I went and tested every single tool I could find to find out what's good, what's bad, what's the future, what's not. And along the way, I learned to code and deploy my own tokens and smart contracts the hard way, the extremely hard way, just like in the old days of building websites. But now it's really easy. The tools have evolved quite a bit, and now it's simple to understand once it's been explained to you. So as I was going through my certification, something dawned on me right away that most people don't really explain to you. The idea here really, guys, with cryptocurrencies and all of this stuff, the cryptocurrency is a side product. What we're really talking about is just security. And as the internet has evolved, the one glaring issue that we've got is security and privacy and tracking and all of these things. Blockchain and cryptocurrencies solve this, but the cryptocurrencies are the byproduct. Let me explain a little bit more. So the main thing to pay attention to when we're talking about this is the difference between centralization versus decentralization. Now, centralization is how the internet works right now, and this is how financial systems work and how hierarchy in business works, how a lot of things work. It really just means there's one single source that everybody goes to for truth. And in the case of the internet, your website lives on a web server here, and it's controlled by Amazon or Microsoft or GoDaddy, wherever you have your website hosted. That's the single source of failure. So if that hosting service goes down, then your website's down and people can't connect to it. See, once that single source of failure goes, these people can't connect. Now what happens in decentralization is instead of having a single source of failure, the person that has all of the data essentially, because what's at stake here really is that data. That's what the privacy and tracking and all of this security stuff is about, protecting the data. And now the way we've got it now, we go to an authority, some sort of centralized authority to take care of that data for us. Now, in a decentralized world, we all take care of our own data. We all have the exact same data. Everybody has the data. So there is no single source of failure. So when an update happens to the data, for example, from an outside source and it gets approved by everybody, then everybody gets updated and then everybody has the same data again and that chain continues. Now, if something goes out with this one, like say this server gets taken out, all the data is still there and your users can still connect to your website or whatever, connect to your data. So all this talk that you're hearing about blockchain and cryptocurrencies and all of that really just boils down to this issue of who has control of the data. Is it a centralized person that we got to trust and hope they don't get hacked? Or is it everybody and then everybody is aware of everybody's transactions and everything gets updated and all data is the same? Now, decentralization solves a lot of problems. And whenever that data is secure between all these people, you can absolutely 100% trust the data. Then it becomes useful for financial transactions. And that's when you can create some sort of token or rewards points or whatever and call it a cryptocurrency and make that usable inside of this ecosystem. Now, that kind of token is not usable inside of a centralized system because that data is not protected like this. That's really what it boils down to. You can create your own tokens on this decentralized server data system and then use it inside of your business, just like American Express uses for its Amex rewards points, just like Visa and MasterCard use for their credit card rewards points, and just like airlines use for flight miles. The same thing you can do in your own business. You just create your own token on top of this decentralized network. And the way that that is done is with something called smart contracts. I think the best way to explain smart contracts is just to show a little simple illustration like that. Now, here's what we have right now. Here's the way the system works. If you want to go buy a house from Bob who's selling his house, you're the buyer, Alice, you have to go through all of these intermediary people, lawyers, bankers, insurance companies, all of this stuff you have to go through to buy a house. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of paperwork and so much back and forth. And the problem with all of that is not only all the time and wasted energy and all this exchange, but you don't know if these people in the middle here have done funky stuff. They may have inflated their fees, they may have done something funky with your paperwork, they might be conspiring to steal money from you, they might be conspiring to steal the house from you because they've got control of it. They are the centralized people that you have to go through. Now, all of this can be replaced with a simple smart contract that runs on a blockchain. So as I explained earlier, this system here, what we have now, is definitely centralized. And you've got to trust a whole lot of people and still back it up with a legal system and all kinds of things to make sure that there's not any funny business going on. But the difference here with smart contracts is that the code is law. All the difference is here is we took the human element out of this and you applied it to code. And what happens is these little tiny pieces of code that run on microservices that we talked about on the cloud, this is the blockchain. This is decentralized. Everybody has that data, which means you can trust it. You know it's not been copied or any of that, which means it can run without humans in the middle. So you absolutely know that everything is trustworthy. There's nobody lying, cheating, stealing, or scraping any fees out of the middle here. Now this transaction can happen just between buyer and seller by going through something called a smart contract. A smart contract, one simple smart contract, can actually replace all of these people, with the idea being that the code is law, because the code is not going to lie to you, it's not going to cheat, it's not going to stab you in the back, and it's not going to conspire against you. It's just going to execute what it's told to do. So when this is applied to a blockchain methodology, this data can be 100% trusted, which means this can turn into cryptocurrencies and all kinds of things. You can simply buy things through smart contracts and cut out the middleman and the centralization problem. It's nothing short of revolutionary, and it's changing how our entire world works. You can learn all about smart contracts like I did, spend thousands of hours. When you're learning this stuff, here's one of the tools you find out about. Now this tool is a free tool. This is Remix by Ethereum. It's actually a tool that's put out by Ethereum, and it's on remix.ethereum.org. You can see it up here. Now what this is it's a smart contract template. It's like a CodePen for smart contracts. So you can execute these and deploy them and all kinds of really technical things in here, and the technicality gets deep quickly, but what you see here, guys, is just like CodePen, is there is already tested, working, secure code that you can just take, and that's why it's called Remix. You can take, remix it, and deploy it your own. So you can learn all those technicalities, and really it's not that hard, but you know, there is some technical stuff here. Or you can simply go to this tool. Now when you really grasp what's going on with this tool, this is going to be probably your new favorite thing that you learned from me for sure. This thing is awesome. Now notice the theme here. Create your own smart contract. What's the theme? Without coding. Forget all of this complex crap. We don't need all of this because the tools are already developed. You don't have to go build all kinds of crazy AI logic to make a chatbot work either. The code is already there. Remember, other people's code. Now these guys built a tool that does all the really hard complex stuff of launching a token, launching a crowd sale, an ICO they call it, or launching your own smart contract with no coding. And as you can see here, guys, you can do it right on your mobile phone. This is a little animation of it. So here's what you do. Watch this. Here's how it works. You enter, you log in, you make a payment, and it deploys on the blockchain. You get the address and you start using it. That's it. The cool thing is about the make a payment part, you can completely skip that part. So let me show you how to do this. Now check this out. Now you can choose a blockchain, you can launch your own currency. We're just going to run it on Ethereum. Now I always set up to run on a test network first. You should always do this. It's free of charge. Now here's the thing. Here's a little inside secret. You can run on the test network forever for free. The test network is a very established thing in the Ethereum community. It allows you to run an ICO, a crowd sale, your own cryptocurrency, all this stuff, test it and get it all worked out before you roll it out to the main Ethereum network. And guess what? The code is exactly the same. So once it's working fine and you like how it works on the testnet, if you decide to roll it out to Ethereum, you can very easily. So this is what it looks like. It's a really great interface. They've made a lot of things really, really simple. So check this out. All you got to do is come in here and fill out the form fields and hit go. That's really it. So we're going to run on a test network. You really need to test it first. The test networks are very established and they're very solid, and you can run them just the same as you run any other cryptocurrency. You just couldn't trade it for like Ethereum directly. So if you ever want to exchange your custom cryptocurrency for Ethereum, then you need to run it on the mainnet. But forever, you can run forever for free of charge on the test network. That's the great thing about this. You can test this and build up a nice sized business on this for free before you even roll it out to the main network. You can test it completely for free. So here's what we're going to do. Turn that on. Contracts in testnet are free to use. Very cool, huh? You can create and deploy it to a test network. Please accept low speed for deployment, up to 3 hours. Now I've seen it, it's a lot quicker than this, but you know what? Who cares? All you're doing is filling out a form and hitting go, and then you're launching your own cryptocurrency. Who cares how long it takes? It's the same as deploying a server or DNS settings on your website. Those take 24 hours, so this is kind of a similar idea anyway. So who cares about this? Contract and test main network are identical code, just like I said. And then they give you an address for working with your contracts. So as we go through here, all we're gonna do is pick what we want. Now what we want to be able to do here is create our own cryptocurrency. Now I told you guys, you can create your own cryptocurrency in less time than it takes to send an email. So watch this, I show you. All I did here is click yes so far and hit token contract. Okay, zoom out here so you can see the whole thing. So here's all you gotta do. All we really gotta do is fill out these few fields and hit create, and that's it. It takes just a few seconds. Now watch, let's just create a token right now. Let's call this one, let's go with Botfuel. Let me just go call this Botfuel. Now I'm gonna need a token symbol. This is like a ticker symbol on the stock market, and it's 3 to 4 letters usually. Like Ethereum is ETH, Bitcoin is BTC. And you can go to Etherscan here for tokens to check. Now this is where you can actually check what's going on the Ethereum blockchain. And this is like a little search engine for a token name. So I'm just gonna, let's go with BTFL. Let's see if that works. So there's nothing here, so that's good. So I can use BTFL, so we're good there. That's what you want. You want to find something that's unique. Now, if you find something that's like it, it's not super critical, but just realize that if you use the same ticker symbol as somebody else, then you're competing with them for that name. There's not a legal issue or anything because this is on the blockchain and it's open source and decentralized, but you know, it's better if you find something so that you're not competing with that other coin. So we know BTFL is good, so I'm going to put in BTFL. And we're just going to launch Botfuel. Now 18 decimal points is the standard here, so we're just going to go with that one. Now when you get down here to type a token, choose a type of token. So you want ERC20. So the next thing you need to set up is the token owner. This is just a simple Ethereum address. Now this is ETH address, not exchange address. This address will be the owner of the token after the sale end date. Double check the address and access to it before submission, because once this is set up, it can't be changed. It's locked on the blockchain forever. So I'm just gonna put in my Ethereum address here. If you wanna learn how to do yours, just go Google and find out. There's all kinds of tutorials out there how to set up. It's really easy. So this is mine, and then all I gotta do is set up, if I wanna reserve tokens for team bonuses and bounties and all that kind of stuff, we can mint them. I'm not gonna do that right now. We can just keep that there, but you can have future minting set. So as long as future minting set, you don't have to set this up now or later. You can go back and add the complexities. So with explaining this, it took a little bit, but look, when you know how to do this, guys, you just go log in, you put in a name, you check for a couple things, and then boom, boom, boom. It literally takes less than a minute. Now watch, create. So now all we got to do is confirm everything, to make sure that the address is right. You absolutely want to make sure that this is right. Make sure this is right for the 3rd time, because this is going to be set permanently. And if you don't have control of this address, you won't have control of this new fancy token you got. So there's 0 supply currently, and all you got to do once you've confirmed everything is launch. Now they've got all their disclaimers on here. It's fine, because what's going on in the background, really what they're doing with this tool, the same thing that this tool does. They just do it with a nice interface and make it really easy so you don't have to think about it. Or just like Chatfuel does for chatbots, and what CodePen is doing for the animations and all this other things. Other people's code is key to all this. So they're just saying they're not responsible because, you know, lots of things can happen with these smart contracts. They're just providing a free service here to get eyeballs on their other things. So of course we're going to accept. And then you got waiting for deployment. And you can keep refreshing and come back here. You know, it takes anywhere from 0 to 3 hours. It depends. So I paused recording here and just to see how long it would take, and it took less than 30 minutes and it's already active. So now we can just go in here and look at it. Let's just click on it. Once this opens up, check this out. You have your own cryptocurrency now with just a couple of form fields filled out and 30 minutes of waiting. We've got a cryptocurrency. It's called Botfuel, and the BTFL is the symbol. Here's the token address. Now this is the contract address. You can go here and you can see right here, token Botfuel. Look at that. You can go see the actual transaction here that created it right here. So there you go. You've got your own cryptocurrency now with 0 coding and 1 minute of work.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Now the next step is just to get it connected to our chatbot, and that's really simple these days. It's something that used to be really hard, now it's really simple. As I've shown you earlier, the tools have evolved dramatically, and all these things are free to get started and use. So this is example one of those services. This is Infura. Now this, as they say here, we provide the infrastructure for your decentralized applications so you can focus on the features. So you can focus on making an interesting chatbot and let them worry about all the back-end stuff. So this is just like hosting for your blockchain projects. And you can get started for free, of course. Now this is another company doing the same thing. It's called Loom. Their headline here is the next generation blockchain platform for large-scale online games and social apps, or that could say social bots. Same thing. This is hosting for your blockchain stuff. So you can use this or Infura or services like that to connect your chatbot through Zapier and the services I've shown you already to run your chatbot and your cryptocurrency for free. Now to scale these up, there's obviously going to be some costs, but you can go a very, very, very long way on free. Now the next level of this, Microsoft is already ahead of this. They're launching something called blockchain as a service. You can go on Microsoft Azure Services, which is a competitor to Amazon EC2 or Amazon Web Services, if you're familiar with that. Microsoft Azure is actually much bigger than Amazon. But they are launching a blockchain as a service, so you can go launch your own blockchain in a couple of clicks. So what I'm getting at here, guys, is the service and the tools and the code is out there to do this really easy. All you're missing is the glue to tie them together. And speaking of Microsoft, you can see Microsoft is going big on this stuff. Microsoft and EI are rolling out blockchain technology for Xbox. Now Xbox is huge, millions of players on this. They're rolling out blockchain technology to manage their Xbox subscriptions and other products on there, including Bing and MSN. Now guys, this is where it's headed. Bing and MSN, those are search engines. This is where internet traffic's going. Everything is going to be managed this way, and the tools are out there to make it easy. Microsoft is actually leading the way with this, amazingly enough. Now as we walk through each one of these demos, these tools I've showed you guys, I hope you're starting to see a pattern here. This is very easy and it doesn't take very much time and there's no code involved here. In fact, we launched the trainer method Karma bot here, the last bullet point here, and it's running on Chatfuel through MailChimp, and it's got its own custom cryptocurrency exactly like what I'm showing you guys here. It's been running over a year now and it's been very, very successful for it. And you know what? No coding. And it took just a few minutes to build. And it's been running for quite a while, very stable, no issues whatsoever. So even after all that, some people also think, you might be saying in your head, I don't know how to apply blockchain tech to my business, for example. I don't know how to do tech stuff. Or I don't know how to see the trends before my competition. The truth about secret number 3 is this. You also once didn't know how to use email until you learned. You can create your own custom cryptocurrency in less time than it takes to send an email. Other people's code is the secret. Now most of you have no idea how email servers work or how a web server works or even how the back end of WordPress works. Yet you use and interact with this stuff. Everything we do on the internet now, like shopping, social media, and email, used to be very hard and used to be very confusing. Now it's easy because we've learned. Guess what? All the new technology is the same. You just got to know how it works. Using other people's code is the secret. So let me ask you a question real quick. Are you guys getting this so far? I hope so. We've covered a lot of deep stuff. We've covered secret number 1, how to ethically steal millions of dollars worth of existing code to create anything you want for free. We've covered secret number 2, how to clone proven automated chatbot sales funnels in less than 10 minutes with no coding. And we just covered secret number 3, how to power your chatbot with your own custom cryptocurrency. So who wants to take things to the next level? I do, so let's go. Introducing the Chatbot Funnel System package of training, software, and tools. The Chatbot Funnel System is all about helping you automate an online business using chatbots and break free from third-party tools like WordPress after just the first lesson, without getting bogged down in all the technical stuff or being held hostage by a tech guy. Here's what you get. You get the Chatbot Army Bootcamp. Module 1, we cover building bots, planning, mock-up, and deploying. Module 2, we cover advanced conversion funnels, how to really ramp up chatbots and really make them sing. And Module 3, now this is where we really get serious about really making big moves with these chatbots. Scaling and advanced automation. This covers SEO, NLP, which is natural language processing engines like Dialogflow and Microsoft Luis. Now this is where we start teaching these things to respond intelligently and really get some advanced funnels going. And Module 4 is chatbot email marketing. Now this is specialized how to really work a lead and get it turned into something that turns into a customer that's engaged with you. And Module 5 is chatbots as a business. How to take this and turn it into something that you can sell to a customer. Lots of people want chatbots, and that business is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And not everybody wants to sit around and learn this stuff. Some people are just busy and they got other things to do, and they're looking to pay for someone to build these for them. So that's a big opportunity there. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about how to use chatbots as an automated business. And in Module 6 is all about cryptos, blockchains, and all the future tech stuff, including gamification, which I'm most excited about. Through using the systems and tools and strategies I developed inside the chatbot funnel systems, we've been able to increase our sales funnel conversion rates by over 3,000%. Yes, that's a real number. We've also increased our customer success rate by over 78%. That's a huge number too, to get our customers succeeding at a higher rate because of chatbots. We also increased customer engagement by over 1,000%. We've also automated our customer support. Throughout the last year, we've also minted millions of new cryptocurrency tokens for our gamified membership site. We've automated hundreds of AI actions using Microsoft Luis, and we've launched cutting-edge blockchain tools managed by automated chatbots. And we have hundreds of success stories from our training and chatbots. So who this works for? Anyone who wants a fun, engaging, automated online business. So here's the #1 reason why people don't get started. You might be thinking you can't get started because you don't have a product or an existing online business. The good news is you can start with affiliate products and instantly be able to sell anything you want. Affiliate marketing is dead simple and you can get started in just a few minutes. As a bonus, I'll also show you how to make your own product in just a couple of hours. Seriously, you just take an idea in your head and record it and put it out to the world and you've got something to sell. It's really easy. So here's what you're gonna get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, I think is $1,000 value. Where do I get $1,000 value? Well, I'm gonna compare this to a Chatbot live event that's going on in San Francisco in the coming months. It's at chatbotconference.com, the Chatbot Conference. AI, chatbots, virtual assistants, and voice. Now look at this, they got a bunch of speakers, lots of cool things about chatbots and blah, blah, blah. Chatbot bot frameworks and modules, artificial intelligence, lots of cool things. Notice nothing about blockchain though. So they've got a lot of speakers. Look at all these speakers and all of these things going on. Lots of stuff going on, really cool, right? The problem is it's a one-day event, so they're gonna cram all of that in one day. So you're just gonna hear a couple of speakers speak for a few minutes and that's it. It's a bunch of boards and panels. Now check this out, you go to register, the tickets average around $500 bucks. $500 for a one-day event to go to San Francisco to hear a bunch of speakers speak at you, not teach you anything, not give you any tools, and not giving you any insight. So I'm very convinced that the Chatbot Army Bootcamp by itself is $1,000 of value. It's got to be worth at least double what that event in San Francisco is for, and you don't have to travel to it either. And that event, it's one day and over and done. With the Chatbot Army Bootcamp, you got 6 modules and a lot more. Total value, $1,000, really easy. But you also get these tools. You get all of my tools. I'm sharing everything, literally nothing held back. I'm really diving in deep into the open source everything, decentralized everything, so sharing all of my code. You're literally gonna get it all. You're gonna get full open source code of all my private code pens. You saw just a few of them. I have a lot of private things, really, really advanced, cool stuff. You're gonna get all of that. You're gonna get my Glitch shares. Now, Glitch is the hosting company I showed. It's a CodePen / hosting. Now you're going to get that. So what that means is you're going to be able to not only have the code pens, you're going to get working technology that you can immediately go deploy with seriously 2 button clicks and you've got it working on your own domain. That's what's great about Glitch. You're also going to get my private GitHub repositories for all our mobile apps and all that code. And it's also updated constantly. Now this is an important thing because this stuff changes radically by the day and I'm constantly updating. So this is a monthly thing. So you're going to be seeing constantly updated code literally every day. Because as I stay on the bleeding edge of this, you're going to get constant updates. You're also going to get all of my curated resources, all of my tools and all of my current frameworks I'm using, completely open, nothing held back. Plus, you're going to get all of my animation and graphic assets. You're going to learn about a tool called Asset Forge, a site called Dribble, and another site called UI8 that provide all kinds of really amazing things that you haven't even thought of yet. Some really cool stuff. Plus, you're going to get all of my smart contract source code. Now, I have some smart contracts doing some very advanced things with our chatbots, and you're going to get that source code and going to be able to deploy it in the tools that I showed you. With these tools, you'll be able to build and launch your own automated chatbot funnels in minutes with no coding. You'll be able to create and launch unlimited custom cryptocurrencies at will. You'll be able to build engaging sales funnel experiences without waiting around on a tech guy. That's really cool. And you're going to be able to gamify everything with no coding. Make selling fun again. With these tools, you can get rid of your boring WordPress site. Thank God, that's the thing I'm most excited about. And you can get rid of your crappy non-converting sales funnels, because guess what? Your old sales funnels are dead and dying. You got to come up with some new moats or you're going to be in trouble. You're also going to be able to get rid of your shopping cart, your tech guy, and the old, slow, dead-end internet that you're used to using now. Problem solved. Now, I wasn't able to find the right programmers to build what I want, so after wasting over 7 figures and years of wasted time, I had to find a way to build for myself. Time and money saved. You don't have to hire a tech guy, you don't have to wait on other people, and you don't have to pay for a bunch of other things. You can do this all yourself. This is all geared so you can do this one person without any specialized skills. Just follow a few skill sets and have a little bit of creativity, and you can roll out all kinds of amazing advanced technologies to wow your friends and blow up your business in amazing ways. So you might be thinking, I can't use these tools because I'm not a technical person. Well, once again, that's not a problem, because if you can type, click a mouse, and drag stuff around on the screen, you can make million-dollar automated chatbot funnels. No question. So here's what you're gonna get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, which is $1,000 value at least. You're going to get all of my tools, which is the free open source code, my private CodePens, private glitch shares, private GitHub repositories for all my mobile stuff, updated constantly, all my curated resources and tools and frameworks, animation graphic assets, all smart contract code, and I'm putting all the value of those tools and things around $5,000. They gotta be that. You couldn't replicate those things for $5,000. You'd spend so much time and energy just even getting that. So I'm putting this package value at $6,000. But you also get proven funnel templates. Now with these proven funnel templates, I had to spend months of 12-hour days and tens of thousands of dollars to get these results and figure out what worked and what didn't. But you don't have to, because I'm giving you a detailed breakdown of everything I did wrong and right so you can avoid my mistakes. Plus, you can clone all of my proven chatbot funnels over to your account in one simple keystroke and have it ready to rock for your own business. This is going to make it easier and faster for you to get your own automated chatbot funnels set up and running. How? Because this shows you exactly what I do and lays out everything in detail on how to set everything up. You can swipe my proven funnels with one simple keystroke. But you might be thinking you can't use this because you don't know how to set up a funnel or anything technical. But that's not an issue, because you can simply clone my funnels with one keystroke. Yes, it's that simple. This is the proven funnel templates, and I'm putting a value on these at $1,000. They're worth 10 times that easy. So here's what you're gonna get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, $1,000 value, all of my tools, which are our $5,000 value, all of my smart contract code, all of my curated resources, all of my full open source code, and my proven funnel templates with $1,000 value. Total package value of $7,000. But you're also going to get the Chatbot Army Business. Now it's fairly easy to go and stamp out a whole bunch of chatbots and have them do all kinds of very cool things, but I want to build an army that does like this, an army that's able to think and act independently and respond intelligently. And most importantly, turn that into a business. Now I had to go through years of study and spend millions of dollars testing everything I could think of to get online business education to work. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you my entire blueprint for chatbots as an automated business. This is going to make it faster and easier for you to launch an automated chatbot business. How? Because it walks you through step by step through creating and launching your own automated chatbot army. Now you might be thinking you can't use this because you don't know how to sell. That's not true, because this gives you proven formulas that always work. No sales experience necessary. Let the bot do the selling. If you can send email, you can do this. This is the Chatbot Army Business, and it's $1,000 value, easy. So now what you're going to get, here's the full package. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp at $1,000 value, all of my tools, all of my full open source code, all of my curated resources, all of smart contract code, all of my proven funnel templates, and the Chatbot Army business for a total package value of $8,000. But hold on, you're also going to get Profit Blocks, a blockchain business construction set. This is a little side project I created last year, had a few people in here. Now what it is, it's a really basic blockchain business construction set. What does that mean? What it does is walk you through some of the tools that I showed you previously and how to understand how blockchain and cryptocurrencies are going to work in the future and how to apply that to business. I had to go through thousands of hours of training, experiments, and coding nightmares to figure out what all this blockchain and cryptocurrency stuff is all about. But you won't have to, because I'm giving you all I've learned about the future of blockchain tech for your gamified sales funnels and how to automate it all with crypto-powered chatbots that respond intelligently. This is going to make it faster and easier for you to launch your own cryptocurrency and apply blockchain tech to your business. How? Because I give you exact training and sources that work and help you avoid the ones that don't. Now you might be thinking you can't use this because you've never done anything with blockchain technology or cryptocurrencies, or failed miserably when you tried. Here's why that's not true for you now. Because I'm going to hold you by the hand and show you step by step how to create and launch your own cryptocurrency even if you're a 100% beginner. This is Profit Blocks, the blockchain business construction set, and I'm putting this at a value of $500 because that's what it sold for in the marketplace. This sold for several months at that price, so that's what it's valued at. So here's what you're going to get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, which is a $1,000 value. You're going to get all of my tools, which are a $5,000 value, including full open source code. You get curated resources, tools and frameworks, animation, graphic assets. You get all of my smart contract source code, all of my proven funnel templates, the Chatbot Army business, and Profit Blocks blockchain business construction set with total package value of $8,500. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you $8,500. But if I charge you $8,500 and all it did was show you exactly how to build your own high converting chatbot sales funnel in a few minutes for free with zero coding involved, would it be worth it to you? I know it would be for me because I wasted a lot of money to get here. $8,500 would be a drop in the bucket for this. Be the deal of a lifetime, honestly. If all this system did was help you get your own automated chatbot sales funnel set up without being held hostage by a tech guy, would it be worth $8,500? Would be for me. The last tech guy that I got cost me way more than $8,500. If all it did was show you how to get it all done yourself, even if you're not technical, would it be worth $8,500? Heck yeah, try going to school and learning all this stuff. It's going to cost you a lot more than that. And you're going to learn a heck of a lot more practical use for this stuff from me than going to school. If all it did was help you create and launch your own cryptocurrency for your business, would it be worth $8,500? Hell yeah, it would. Billions and billions of dollars are pouring into cryptocurrencies and ICOs and all this stuff right now. So $8,500 to learn this, again, a drop in the bucket. So I had two choices with this course. Make it cheap or make it valuable. I'm not a big fan of cheap, and I like to take very, very, very deep dives into this stuff. We've only been able to scratch the surface, or not even really scratch the surface of what's possible here tonight. So instead, I wanted to make this valuable. So if you were able to automate an online business using chatbots, what would that be worth to you? How about if you could break free from third-party tools like WordPress? What would that be worth to you? This is the chatbot funnel system. Now the chatbot funnel system, as we've established, is about $8,500 value. Now the regular price is $999, then $99 per month to stay a member. It's $99 a month because it's constantly new things, new frameworks, new training. There's always evolving. So there's always new stuff every month. But I'm giving you a special discount today because you're here to learn and you're probably just as frustrated as I've been with all this tech stuff. So today, the chatbot funnel system, $8,500 value. You are not going to pay $8,500 and you're not going to pay $999, then $99 a month to stay a member. So today, for this special, you're going to save $500 off instantly. It's only $499, then $99 per month to stay a member after that. So that's $500 off this already amazing tool. It's only $499, then $99 a month. To get this special price right now, go to thetrainermethod.com/bot special. So now you got two choices. Choice number one, stay where you are, stay using old technology and beat your head against the wall and wait on tech guys and get frustrated with programmers and be locked into things like WordPress. Or number two, come with me and learn the next wave of all this stuff and be on the cutting edge and learn how to do it yourself. Open up yourself and have some fun with this stuff for once. So here's my guarantee. If the chatbot funnel system doesn't help you with exactly how to automate an online business using chatbots and break free from third-party tools like WordPress without getting bogged down in all the technical stuff or being held hostage by a tech guy, then I'll refund all your money. If you're not getting what I claim out of it, I don't need or want your money. The real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out? Even if it only does half of what I claim today, it will pay for itself as soon as just after the first lesson. No joke. And as if this package wasn't amazing enough already, I'm throwing in another bonus. Your own automated media empire. Chatbot content curation site. Now this is only for the first 99 people to sign up. So after the first 99, this bonus goes away. So what is this? I'm going to walk you through how to set up a chatbot content curation site. Now this idea with this is to be your own automated media company and replace all your WordPress sites and all those boring static sites with a chatbot content curation site that's both great for SEO and for delivering content in a new, interesting way. Now I've launched a number of content curation sites. I don't even know how many, hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know. We've had several of them that have been very, very successful. And I had to spend almost 20 years and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn what it takes to make a content curation site work and how to automate a future-proof online media company. I've done it, I know how to repeat it over and over and over. And you saw the testimonial from James Brinkerhoff earlier, who followed this training and now has over 1 million followers on his page, and he doesn't even have all the automation pieces. But you won't have to spend so much time and money because I'm going to show you step by step how to use your crypto-powered chatbots to launch and automatically manage your own SEO-friendly content curation site. Hint. This is a money magnet machine to feed your chatbot funnels with new leads and customers. The idea here is to create a site that's constantly cranking out new content that's new and engaging for people, so they start engaging with your content and then they start engaging with your chatbots and they come into your funnels. There's a few tricks to this to make this work, and I've figured them out. It's very, very cool. This makes it faster and easier for you to set up and scale your own automated media company immediately. How? Because I've already done the hard work. You just follow along step by step. Now you might be thinking you can't use this because you don't have an automated content site already. The reality is you need to set up multiple traffic sources to feed your chatbot funnels, build your list, and more. The more content your bots produce and manage, the more reach you have. Simple as that. Every business needs more automated reach. Your chatbots can manage all of it intelligently. Bridge the WordPress gap to future-proof, SEO-friendly, cutting-edge media automation. The value of this is priceless. So here's the full package of what you're going to get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, all of my tools and open source code, your curated resource, my smart contract source code, all of my proven funnel templates, the Chatbot Army business, profit blocks, blockchain business construction set, and your own automated media empire, chatbot content curation site for the first 99 people. This is a total package value of over $10,000 easy. So get started now. The Chatbot Funnel System, again, is the Chatbot Army Bootcamp, $1,000 value. All of my tools, a $5,000 value. Full open source code, curated resources, tools and frameworks, animation and graphic assets, all of my smart contract source code, my proven funnel templates, the Chatbot Army business, the profit blocks blockchain business construction set, and the Chatbot content curation site for the first 99. And today you get to save $500 off instantly, which makes it only $499, then $99 per month to stay a member. And here's the domain, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. So get started now with the Chatbot Funnel System, and today save $500 off instantly. Only $499, then $99 a month to stay a member at thetrainermethod.com/bot special. But wait, there's more. I love saying that. I'm going to say it again. But wait, there's more. I'm also going to throw in a 2-day bot workshop. Now, this is a 2-day live event where you actually come to San Diego, where I live, and we sit down in a workshop environment and build stuff. This is a 2-day bot event where you build cutting-edge bot tools and we dive deep into emerging marketing tech. Now these events, we hold them a couple times a year, and the last one we had about 60 people and it was amazing. So with the Chatbot Funnel System package, you're gonna get one event ticket. Now we just saw the event that was in San Francisco. They're charging $500 for a 1-day event that's just a bunch of speakers and you don't get all this other stuff. So my event's got to be worth $500 value. So I'm putting a $500 value on that. So with this, you also are going to get one live stream ticket. That means if you're in another country or you can't make the dates, you can't show up in San Diego live, then you can live stream in, still see the whole event, and still get to engage with everybody. So whether you show up live or not, you get a live stream event ticket. So if you want to come to the event and you got a business partner that's going to stay back home and watch the live stream, you can do that too. This is a $500 value easy. Again, this is a 2-day bot workshop where we actually come in and build bots and build on whatever emerging marketing tech that's going on at the time. And again, we're going to do these events a couple times a year. So you're going to get one free ticket to whichever one of these events you choose to come to in the future. Again, that's a $500 value, plus you're going to get a live stream ticket. If you can't make it, or your business partner can't make it, or you just want to gift it to somebody, you can have somebody live stream in. So here's the full package. I had so much trouble getting this on this slide. It's kind of hard to read, but here's what you're going to get. The Chatbot Army Bootcamp, it's a $1,000 value easy. You're going to get the tools, that's a $5,000 value easy. And I could 10x that and feel very comfortable about this. You're getting full open source code, all of my private CodePens, all of my private glitch shares, all of my private GitHub repositories, all updated constantly, daily in fact. You're going to get all of my curated resources, all my tools and frameworks, all of my animation and graphics assets, plus you're going to get all of my smart contract source code. You're going to get all of my proven funnel templates, that's the easy $1,000 value. Plus you're going to get the Chatbot Army business, how to turn this whole thing into a business. That's easy $1,000 value. Plus you're going to get Profit Block's blockchain business construction set. That's a $500 course that's sold right now. Plus you're going to get your own automated media empire via your own chatbot content curation site that builds and manages itself automatically. This only goes to the first 99, remember, but this is a priceless value in my book. This one bullet point alone is worth the whole price of the thing. Plus, on top of this, just to make it an amazing value, you're going to get a 2-day live bot workshop that involves not only building bots, but building things on whatever emerging marketing tech that are out at the time. And that could be radically different by the time we have our next event. So this total package value is well over $10,000 easy. So get started now. Again, the Chatbot funnel system, Chatbot Army Bootcamp, all the tools, all the open source code, all the funnel templates, the Chatbot Army business, the Profit Blocks blockchain business construction set, the Chatbot content curation site, and a 2-day live bot workshop. And today you get to save $500 off instantly. So the offer is this, only $499 today, then $99 a month to stay a member. And here's the domain name to go to that, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. So get started now with the Chatbot funnel system. It's easy, over $10,000 value, and today you're saving $500 off. It's only $499 today, then $99 per month to stay a member after that, to get all the new code and all the new training and stay on the cutting edge of all the new emerging marketing tech. The domain to go to that is thetrainermethod.com/bot special. So now I've told you how the whole system works. I've shown you how you can automate an online business using chatbots and how to break free from third-party tools like WordPress and other page builders that do nothing but create really boring sameness. I've shown you that all you need is a chatbot funnel system to make all of this work. But you know what? To be successful with this, you're going to need more than information alone. I know you can be successful with this system, but you're going to need coaching. You will have questions that need answering. This is technical stuff after all, and things break and things change. It's just a very fast evolving business, as you know. And you might need help in the accountability department too. And let me tell you, I take my job as a coach very seriously. I won't let you quit on yourself. We do a lot of personal development inside of this stuff too. We will go through everything together. We're going to build out all of these tools that you've seen me show together. And as I build out all these versions of this, I will release you the code constantly. That's the idea here. But I can't get you up to speed with all this stuff with just a few videos and some PDFs. Information alone won't cut it. The success rate when people go through this by themselves is almost 0%. I've seen it. But the success rate for those who work with me is closer to 80% if you do the work. We have hundreds of success stories that prove it. But if information alone were enough, then you could have just turned to Google. But really, you need a guide who has been there before and who can take you there now and into the future. So that's why I've also created the Chatbot Funnel System community. And this is a big part of the thing. And in fact, I think this is probably worth more than what you would ever pay to join this thing, because not only do you get everything I promised to you, but you're going to get all of these other things. You're going to get a community of people that are working on this stuff as well. In there we have a private Slack group. That's a little group where we can all hang out, ask questions, and all this stuff. But to me, the coolest part about the Slack group is the Slack bot. We're building our own custom Slack bot. Now this is a bot that just runs on Slack, but it uses a lot of the methodologies and tools that you've seen me teach in this video. You get to watch the entire life cycle of our private Slack bot, going from watching me build it step by step, so you can go to do this in your own Slack channels for your own business. And if you're not using Slack, by the way, you should be. It's a very powerful tool. Plus, Slack has a lot of very cool features for bots. Things like content delivery. You can turn a Slack group into like a membership site. In fact, we'll probably do a little bit of that stuff. So you're going to get to see how to build your own Slack bot and interact with our own private Slack bot, and then you just copy what I did. This is why you're here. I'm going to show you how I'm testing things, cool little ideas that you can do with Slack bots, and then you can just copy it inside of your own groups. You'll get all the code, all the resources. I teach every single step of it. And also you get Tech Tuesday weekly trainings. Now these will be a combination of live and recorded. So what it is, every Tuesday, I'm going to do a Tech Tuesday. Now this will be a weekly update on what's the newest, latest, greatest thing that I'm working on, that's going on in the tech world that you can apply. So you're always going to be on the bleeding edge of where everything is. We're going to talk about cryptocurrencies and all of the various pieces of tech. Tech Tuesday weekly trainings. It will be a combination of live and recorded. So we'll swap back and forth depending on the urgency and the schedule and all of that sort of thing. That's a huge value all on its own. Plus, you're going to get access to the trainer method Karma bot. Now this is our bot that we've built. It's built on top of Chatfuel and all of the tools that I've shown you in this video. Now you're going to get access to this bot, number one, for accountability, so you can plug into the trainer method accountability game we have attached to this. It's a very powerful tool, and we have hundreds of testimonials from the power of this bot alone. So the cool part about this is you get to get in there and clone it again. Now, just like the Slack bot that I just told you about, you're going to get access to this Karma bot to do the same thing. You can see how we're running our own gamified accountability game inside of our systems, so you can clone it and go do the same inside of your own community and business. It's super powerful. It has completely transformed our business. And just this one thing alone, just to be able to get on the inside and see how it works, I break down the code, I break down the process, I break down how it connects to our cryptocurrency and does minting of Karma points, which is our own custom internal cryptocurrency token. Built exactly like what I've showed you guys. I just show you how all the glue fits together, how to integrate it with your own systems and automate the entire thing. And guess what? This thing actually automatically ties into our automated media business, which is our Karma bot managed content curation site. This is a giant project. It's amazing. You're going to get access to that. Plus, as part of that, you're going to get 500 Karma points. Now, it's going to cost you $499 to join today. So with that, you're going to get 500 Karma points. Now, again, the Karma points is our custom cryptocurrency that's running inside of the trainer method Karma bot. Now, those Karma points are just that. It's a custom cryptocurrency that we built internally that's private, just like I showed you in the previous training. Now, you're going to get Karma points for signing up for this. Plus, you're going to get 99 Karma points every single month as you stay a member. And as you get these points built up, you're going to see how this evolves into a cryptocurrency. So the power in this is, again, you get to see how to launch your own, because I'll show you guys exactly how I'm doing it, how we built it, how we're scaling it, how you can go apply this exact same methodology, the source code, the bots, all the templates and everything that's working in a live community already, and you're going to get to interact with it live. And as you use it, you're going to get more Karma points, because if you use our bot and go through the accountability game that is built into it, you get more Karma points. It mints Karma tokens by doing the accountability. So you immediately improve your life, you improve your business by following the game, and you get Karma points. Now these Karma points will be able to be used in our future for events, VIP tickets, all kinds of very cool things that are coming down the road. So you guys can model it inside of your own business and see how to take cryptocurrencies into the physical world and apply them to your own business as well. This is super powerful. This whole community, just this one slide alone, is worth, I don't know, it's worth more than what I'm charging here for sure. It's a huge value, and I'm super proud of it. And that's why with the information alone, you're not going to get there. You're just not. If you could just go to Google and do all this, and I tried it. It is a lot of work. You can do it, but why beat your head against the wall and waste all those thousands of hours when I've already done it? I've already curated what works and what the future is and where we're headed. Plus, I'm going to be in there every week, and I'm in the Slack group every day, and you're going to get to interact with all of our bots to see what we're doing. I'm constantly improving these bots. Every single time I make an improvement with the bot, I broadcast to the group, I tell you what the test results were and what we're doing with them, and they're doing some amazingly cool things, including building their own little games and things. It's an amazing thing. So again, to get access to the amazing deal, the domain name is thetrainermethod.com/bot special. Now, some people are asking me, why am I doing this so cheap? Because for all of this stuff, I should be charging a lot more money, and I should. I really, really should. Here's why. Because this is kind of a beta group, and not all of this stuff is completely working 100% the way I want to. Everything I get out to you guys does work. I've tested, I've tried it. But you know what? This is rapidly evolving technology, so some stuff that works today might not work tomorrow. A recent example is recently when Facebook went before Congress, all of our bots got shut down. We couldn't build any more bots on Facebook. It infected the entire world because all of a sudden bots showed a big vulnerability on Facebook. Now, that was an eye-opener for us. Now, that kind of thing happens all the time in the tech world. You got to understand, guys, whenever you come into the chatbot funnel system, it's amazing. We're on the bleeding edge, and it's all kinds of very cool, exciting stuff, but stuff breaks, you know, and stuff changes, and stuff that we were doing yesterday might be completely different tomorrow, and you got to understand that. That's why I'm making this so cheap, because this isn't a place where you're going to come in and every single thing is figured out and all the I's are dotted and all the T's are crossed, all that. No, this is where you're going to come in and build. We're going to build stuff together. You're going to lock arm in arm to me, guys. I want a community of us building cool things together. That's the only way this is going to work. That's why I stress the community so much. I want to build on the back of stuff that you guys come up with, the stuff that we're working on inside of here. We can all benefit each other together. That's why the open source everything, engineering, open source code, decentralization of all this stuff is so powerful. And I think, I know for sure that the value of what you're paying to get inside of the chatbot funnel system community alone is worth $500. But it's still very cheap for what you're getting. Now, all the software you're going to get, again, is not fully fleshed out, super fancy, polished software like you're going to get out in the world and spend, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get developed, because that's what it costs. But I'm telling you, I will give you thousands and tens of thousands of dollars of software immediately, plus you're going to get new every single month. You just got to understand this is a constantly evolving thing, so things break. This is going to be some bugs and things, and we're going to have some issues with all of this stuff. That's why it's cheap, and that's why you get the bot special. Come in and join our community. It's going to be an amazing thing. We're all going to build cool stuff together. So thetrainermethod.com/bot special. I've been in this business a long time, and I found there are really only two kinds of people. There are those who are good at building things, and then there are those who are good at making excuses. You can't be both. If you're the one making excuses, I really hate to say it, but I think you're going to have a really hard time automating an online business using chatbots. Simple as that. As easy as all this stuff is, you still got to put in the work and use your own creativity. You got to build some things, but it's fun building. The good news is that you get to choose. In this moment, you can choose which type of person you're going to be. Don't be someone who makes excuses. Be someone who actually knows how to build high-converting, crypto-powered chatbot sales funnels. Now, after all that, guys, this is a lot of stuff that's been thrown at you, I understand, but I want you to focus right now, because you're about to learn some cool stuff, because right now we're going to get into, finally, the top 5 reasons why your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot. Now, as you watch these top 5 reasons, understand that the chatbot funnel system is going to teach you step by step in extreme depth and detail about all these 5 steps and how to apply them in your own business. Now, again, today is the offers to get started now. The chatbot funnel system includes the Chatbot Army Bootcamp, which includes 6 modules of a deep dive in everything to do with chatbots and getting them built and deployed. That's $1,000 value easy. And plus you're going to get all of my tools at a $5,000 value. That's all of the full open source code monthly delivered to you. Always the bleeding edge new stuff. You're going to be constantly updated with the newest, latest, greatest things. Plus you're going to get all of my curated resources, all of my tools, all of my latest, greatest frameworks, all of my latest gadgets, and all of my animation and graphics assets, plus how to apply all those animations and graphics assets to make your sites and chatbots really, really cool. That's the idea here, is to have some fun with this stuff. Plus you're going to get all of my smart contract source code to do really advanced things with not only these animations and interactive stuff on your websites and in your bots, but also to roll out very business focused smart contracts for your future cryptocurrency tied to your business. You're going to be way ahead of your competition with all of this stuff. Plus you're going to get my proven funnel templates, which is an easy $1,000 value. Plus you're going to get the Chatbot Army business system. It teaches you how to turn all of this stuff into a business and how to sell it to clients and build bots for clients. That's a $1,000 value easy. Plus you're going to get profit blocks, a blockchain business construction set. Now this is a $500 value. This course already sells for $500. And it includes an entire background about all about cryptocurrencies and blockchain and why Bitcoin, why Ethereum, why all these things matter, what they actually do for us, and how we build it. And inside, we actually build a little blockchain, so you get to walk through how that works. Plus, if you're one of the first 99, you get the Chatbot content curation site. Now, this is a full automated media company where your chatbots build and manage the content in an automated fashion. It's really cool. Once you see this, a lot of light bulbs are going to come on for you. So this value is huge. That's for the first 99. You're going to watch how I build out our Chatbot content curation site, and you can build it along with me. And we can improve upon each other. This is all about resonance with this stuff. So today you get to save $500 off instantly of the normal price, and you only have to pay $499, then $99 a month to stay a member. Now, again, the domain for that is thetrainermethod.com/bot special. And don't forget, on top of this, probably the most valuable part of this whole thing is you get access to our community. You get access to a Slack group. You get to watch the entire life cycle of a private Slack bot to get built and optimized and be on the bleeding edge. Plus, you get access to our Tech Tuesday weekly trainings, live and recorded. You get to interact with me live and ask questions. Plus, you're going to get to ask questions of me when you run into issues and you have roadblocks and you get stuck inside our Slack group. I'll be able to help you with stuff. That's what's cool about our community, and each other can help each other in there too, because all of us are going to learn various pieces of this as we move forward. You're also going to get access to the Trainer Method Karma bot. Now this is where you can clone and create your own, plus you're going to see how to run your own automated accountability game, all ran by a bot that powers and mints a cryptocurrency. It's very cool. Plus, with your investment today into the Chatbot funnel system, you get 500 karma points. That's a real cryptocurrency. It's our karma points tokens that we created just like you saw in the video. You get 500 of those into your account. Plus, you get 99 karma points every single month as you stay along. And you see how that's going to work. So you can apply your own rewards point system that can turn into a cryptocurrency inside of your own business. Again, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. And don't forget, you also get the 2-day live bot workshop. That's a huge value all by itself. Now this whole thing is an easy over $10,000 value, and today you get to save $500 off the normally price and only pay $499, then $99 per month to stay a member. And again, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. Now, without further ado, let's get into the top 5 reasons your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot.
SEO is dead. Alexa has the potential to kill Google. Google's biggest concern in the world is Amazon, because the next search engine is voice. And Alexa's ahead. 1 in every 4 searches on Google is done by voice. 1 in every 4 searches on Google in a mobile device is done by voice. Notice how even the way I said it, I don't even believe in a desktop world anymore. I think an amazing thing for entrepreneurs to build is a very strong voice device algorithm, because the speaker is a commodity. Every home is going to be built with this, right? It's the algorithm of capturing your voice. You know, when is it your voice? When is it my? Like, there's a lot of science behind this from the speaker technology. I don't think anybody who's a major internet company can live without having a major voice strategy. I think we're going to be at dinner. We're going to say a couple things. Not only are we going to debate it, we're going to eat. Think about how fun this is. We're eating. Should we go to Ibiza? Alexa, Google, Apple, Samsung. Tell us about Ibiza. Literally, over the course of that dinner, we'll be educated about 5 places. Tell me about the Amalfi Coast, tell me about we'll be educated, we'll decide, and then we'll say, Alexa, book it. And then somebody, whether it's booking or traveler, or maybe your company, has the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego app that really understands regions, and you're the one they downloaded as the app to give them travel information. You can own that. Guinness owned world records. Michelin Tire Company owns restaurant reviews. Why can't you own travel information? Whoever is closest to the customer wins. The reason I tend to win is I'm spending time just on what consumers are doing, almost all of it. You have to build brand and a direct relationship with the consumer, or you're just a commodity, you're just a bed. So I would transition into it, and rightfully so. You need to transition into it yesterday. Guys, Google search and SEO is in deep shit. 10 years from today, everybody in this room will be doing 80% of their searching, 90% of their searching by voice. Don't believe me? I was also telling people they wouldn't do phone calls anymore, and they would be texting 8 years ago, and you know that's how you roll now. It seems crazy, it seems ludicrous, until you see that every single 9-year-old on earth only searches with voice. Typing search result is in the early stages of its demise. And if you're built on that, if you rely on that, you don't have to scrap it. You have to start building other moats, because you will be in trouble. SEO is dead.
The evidence is everywhere. Just last week, this article was published on MSN News. A former Amazon Alexa executive says the death of all websites is coming, and it could happen sooner than you think. Forget stumbling through customer support page. The future of commerce won't be found by searching the World Wide Web. Soon, many of the tasks we do via websites and brand-specific apps will be handled through messaging and voice platforms like iMessage, WhatsApp, and Amazon's Alexa, according to Alex Spinelli, the Chief Technology Officer at LivePerson. This alone foreshadows the death of SEO, but it's not just voice. Now check this out. Now this is a little video I shot the other day, and I want to explain it real quickly before I play it so you understand what's going on here, because this is mind-boggling.
Did you just say mind-boggling?
Yeah, mind-boggling. You know, when things are so crazy, it gets your thoughts all trapped like in a bottle.
Now what this is an app that I downloaded, and I'll show you a screenshot of it in a second. It's an app called CamFind, and what it's doing is visual search. Now this is the next level of all this stuff. Now watch what happens. I've got sunglasses here on the table here, and all I'm doing is taking a picture with the app and then watching what the app does. Now this is visual search. Now watch what happens. The app is identifying, it's searching, see it's saying brown, black frame sunglasses, which all by itself, look at this guys, just by itself. What this did, this app looked at an image, and within a couple of seconds, you guys saw it was identifying, and it found that these are brown, black sunglasses, it says brown, black framed sunglasses. That alone is amazing if you understand what's going on here, but let's continue, watch what happens. It's still identifying. Now look what it says, brown Louis Vuitton sunglasses. Now guys, even if you're standing right next to me with these sunglasses, I've tried this with other people, you're standing right next to me looking at these, you cannot tell that these are Louis Vuitton sunglasses. It doesn't have a giant brand on anything. It's a very, very subtle little logo on the frame, but it's hard to see. Very hard to see, even when you're standing in person looking right at it. Yet this app picked it up. Now it gets better. Look, and not only did it switch from brown black, which these are brown and black, not only did it pick that up, it also picked up the brand. Now watch, it gets better. See that? It identified them. Now it's pulled up shopping results. It's a little hard to see on the screen here, but it says Louis Vuitton sunglasses for sale. Basically, it pops up a page to go buy them. Guys, this is the future. Now imagine this app is owned by CamFind, so these results that they display here, they're probably displaying Google, but why would they display Google results when this is their own app? They built it, they distribute it, and they've got costs built into that. Why wouldn't they deliver something that has their own affiliate link built in? This is the future of visual search. Now this is the app, it's called CamFind. Now here's what's interesting about that. The reason I showed this, not so you can go play around with this app, please do, it's very awesome, it's free. But notice this, right here. I scrolled back as far, I clicked on version history right here, and then I scrolled back to see the history. This was 4 years ago, guys. That means this technology has had 4 years of advancement on it. Now this is 4 years ago. So this app is ran by a company called CloudSight. So I'm going to open up CloudSight here. So CloudSight is all about visual search, determining what a camera sees and determining what it's seeing and then delivering results based on that. So you can go ahead and click to try a demo. Now all you got to do is upload a file here to see what happens. Now I'm going to show you a little example. I found an image from Lost in Space. It's one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. And watch, I'm just going to drag this in here. You can see. Now look how quickly that came back, guys. This was just a second. I mean, it's almost faster than I could let go of the button. Now look what it came back with. Let me zoom in on this thing here. It's got data that came back. It tells us grayscale photo of a man in a long sleeve top. Okay, that's not all there is to that, but guys, it picked up that this is a photo of a man in a long sleeve top. So with that, it could pull up and have shopping links for this top, the pants, whatever. This is the future of visual search, because now all we got to do is send an image to a simple API like this and it returns data. Now this is what the company has built. It's very impressive. It's built on top of something called OpenCV. Now this is opencv.org, and this is open source computer vision library. Now this is developed over the years, again, of Google's own image search. So this company has built an app and a company based on computer vision. But OpenCV is the project that a lot of this came from, and this is completely open source. So what's the point of all this, guys? The point of all this is very old technology. 4 years ago they released this, and it's open source stuff, and it's ridiculously advanced and super fast. So why aren't we using it in our sites? Well, a lot of people are already. Again, this is all based on open source computer vision. All of this clearly spells out the death of SEO. But not just SEO, this spells the death of your website, your current website. It will be 100% obsolete in 2 years max. If you still have one then, it will be nothing more than a business card. In fact, most current websites are already nothing more than business cards. The internet started as a free and open source for fast communication and exchange of information. Once enterprising marketers figured out that you could sell online, the game changed. Then big venture capital money stepped in and built the giant commerce engine the internet has become. But big money means Wall Street and investors who want a return on their investment. On Wall Street, this means ROI first, people second. So the once free and open internet concentrated into a few walled gardens that are anything but free and open. And yeah, they are free to use, but why? Let's face it, the internet is broken. There is a subtle monster hidden underneath the entire thing. It's been there the whole time, and only recently has the world started to notice. Facebook's CEO getting dragged before all the world's governments woke a lot of people up. Think about it. What makes a click valuable on the internet? What makes a lead valuable on the internet? What makes anything valuable on the internet? What makes Facebook spend billions to provide a quote-unquote free service? I would submit to you it is the cookie. It's all of it. The cookie is everything on the internet. It's what makes possible something called persistence. Persistence is how sites and apps know who you are to customize your experience. You want the internet and pages and apps and all these things to be how you left them. Cookies makes that possible. And of course, there's the cookie's number one use, tracking. Yes, you need cookies to track people so they have persistent, engaging online experiences. But that same persistence of data can hold everything about you. And most importantly, it stores all your habits. That's why Facebook provides a free service that costs them billions to maintain. You pay with your behaviors and the behaviors of your social reach, aka friends. Let's not get it twisted. These aren't your friends. That's what Facebook calls us to fool us all into continuing to pump our value into their machine. But it's just their social reach. You pay with your behaviors and the behaviors of your social reach. Facebook is a vampire feeding off of all your habits. Those habits create a profile that advertisers scrub their data against. If your habits match the advertiser's criteria, an ad is displayed to you. Your click on the ad feeds the vampire's revenue stream, all based on those little cookies stored in your browser and apps. Without the cookie, all online advertising would almost completely disappear. That's a giant problem just waiting to explode. Cookies are required to track the effectiveness of advertising, marketing, affiliates, and even SEO. What's a cookie, you ask? Should have asked that a long time ago, huh? A cookie is simply a small text file that gets stored on your device or computer anytime you use the internet or apps. Each cookie is unique to you and you alone. This is a critical function for tracking, obviously. Here's how to see what's in cookies that are tracking you. We'll go to just simple Google. Actually, let's go to DuckDuckGo because they're all about privacy. Right there on their homepage, they're saying the search engine that doesn't track you. Well, let's see. So what we do is you just go right click here. Now this is on Google Chrome. Right click here and just go to inspect. And what will happen is a little inspector window will pop up. This is where you can see the source code. You can highlight things as you can see and see what's going on in various elements. But what's most important I want to show you here is I want to go over here to this little tab right here and go down to application. And this is where you see what cookies are stored. Right here it says cookies. Now we need to hit this little arrow to go down. Oh, look at there. The search engine that doesn't track you is tracking me. These are cookies they got stored for us. They're just little, I mean, they may not be tracking anything that's personally identifiable, which is fine. There's 3 cookies. One has a name of 5 and its value is 1. And one is a name of AE and the value is D and then P and -2, whatever that is. That's for their own internal stuff. Doesn't matter, it's pretty innocuous right here. It's innocent things and they notify you and all that stuff. That's how you see what cookies are. Just even a site, a search engine that doesn't track you has tracking cookies. The internet's cookie tracking system is very simple and effective because it works. That's why it's become the backbone of all online experience. But there's a major problem with cookies. Cookies are what's called volatile storage. Even before all the media exposure over Facebook's privacy issues, cookies have been a problem. With the new General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, as you guys have heard it, those laws, new laws in Europe, we've all been forced to endure endless pop-ups about cookies. You guys have seen them. I haven't agreed to all these pop-ups now. Every single site that you've got, even my own websites, you have to. It's the law now. It's annoying. And it's because of this issue. Well, more issues than that, but because of the growing awareness of online privacy, a lot of people are now deleting their cookies. That's the important point. And use privacy tools to surf online. To add to the problem, ad blocker tools have become extremely popular. The biggest, AdBlock Plus, is now active on over 100 million devices. I think the number is actually much bigger than that, but that's the public number. Nothing wrong with any of that. In fact, I teach and condone those things. Privacy is important. But all this means is advertisers, affiliates, and even simple WordPress sites never really know for sure what state the user cookie is in. Accurate tracking is required to make advertising work. So all the fancy, expensive tracking tools fail badly if a visitor's cookie isn't there consistently, if they deleted it or they're on a different device. Lots of issues there. These issues have led to major increases in the cost of advertising. This increase pushes profitable advertising further out of the realm of the small business owner. Couple that with all the cookie fraud and you have a giant festering problem. Cookie stuffing is still alive and well to this day, even with people going to jail over it. Cookie stuffing is the practice of loading excessive tracking cookies on a site in order to make money. Here you see on Wikipedia, they say their little definition. Cookie stuffing, also called cookie dropping, is an affiliate marketing technique in which the result of visiting a website, a user receives third-party cookie from a website unrelated to that website that visited by the user. So what this means is, say you've got your own website and then somebody visits your website and you put a cookie on the person's browser when they load your site. That's normal. But what's different about cookie stuffing is that then what you're doing is not just loading your own tracking cookies that you use that are perfectly legal and honest and ethical and all that stuff. Cookie stuffing means you're taking other third-party cookies. So example, if you're an affiliate for a whole lot of things, which is easy to do now. So here's where cookie stuffing got crazy, is you can go be affiliate for every kind of product that's listed in various affiliate networks. So what you can end up with, if you do this wrong, is you can end up stuffing a whole bunch of cookies from a person visiting one website. So say somebody comes to your website and it's about brownie recipes, you can drop in cookies that track them for everything. So anything, they go buy a television later on Amazon and you would get a commission from it. Now there's a lot of nebulous area there, gray area with, you know, the legalities and all of that sort of stuff, but it's very, very frowned upon because you're dropping text files, essentially what these cookies are, files on the person's computer not related to the stuff they came to see. And this got way out of hand years ago where you'd land on one site and you'd be stuffing 10,000 cookies into your browser, so that the idea would be that anytime you go anywhere and do anything after that, then the person that referred you to that site or the owner of that site would get paid from all of these affiliate things, which is, I mean, it's cool. There's nothing really wrong with that, except it's kind of wrong. There's a lot of gray area, but people have gone to jail over it. It's a real issue. It's been considered illegal if done excessively and deceptively. Problem is, who defines excessive and deceptive? So the practice continues because it works. As an advertiser, you need to be able to trust the tracking cookies you paid to acquire, because whenever you go run all your paid advertising, you do a Facebook ad, you do a Google AdWords ad, you run ads on Twitter, Instagram, wherever, what you're paying for is to get that cookie placed on the computer, on the app or browser of the user. That's what you're paying for. Because whenever you're advertising, you're not paying just for a click. The click is whatever. You're paying for that person to land on your site and then hopefully be interested enough to come back and buy later. Well, guess how they come back and buy later? Because they're tracked. And you're probably advertising them with retargeting and other methods. Plus, you know, that cookie saves persistence. So say they've got stuff that they put in your shopping cart on your app or on your site, and then the cookie stores that persistence. So when they come back, if the shopping cart's already in the state that it was when they left, so then they can go ahead and purchase. But the important point here is driving a new person to your site via paid advertising. The cookie is what you're paying for. You've paid to acquire it, but you can't trust that that's always there because people delete it because of privacy issues, or they're starting using privacy tools that basically makes the power of cookies almost non-existent. So it's a big problem. With widespread cookie fraud, user deleting cookies, Facebook's privacy leaks, GDPR laws, and many other factors, cookies are showing their age and weaknesses. The internet is broken. All the cookie issues alone are bad enough, but they aren't the real problem. Cookie issues are just a symptom of the real problem. The real problem is trust, or lack of trust to be accurate. We've learned to not trust anything online. We don't trust ads, we don't trust news sources, we don't trust online commerce, we don't trust social media, we don't trust each other online.
You've got mail.
So what you just heard is what I used to call the 30 seconds of hell. That's whenever you used to connect to AOL, the dial-up internet connection back when the internet started. That's how you did it. It felt awesome because it was all new and fresh. When you logged in and got that "you've got mail," it was so exciting to hear. Just getting email was amazing. But these days, if you're anything like me, you avoid your email inbox like the plague. Nobody wants to get email anymore because typically it's a bunch of spam, crap content. Email has simply become an awful experience, and it's very far removed from the exciting early days of the internet. We don't trust email anymore. Spam and crap content ruined it. To me, email is the canary in the coal mine. And what does that mean? Email was the first big mass way you could message people. So once marketers figured out you could sell on the thing, of course it became a spam machine, and it became a very big deal to get email addresses and mail them as much as you possibly could. The more you'd email, the more money you made. And that's still the case somewhat today, but email marketing is certainly lost. I would even say it's nosedive in its effectiveness. It's still alive and well, but it's certainly taken a big nosedive in effectiveness. So SEO and email used to be the go-to methods to get your message out to the world. That's what you would do. You would just first set up an email marketing campaign. That's the first thing you did. And then you would set up an SEO campaign because that's how you would get reach, because that's where people were going to, email and search engines. That has all completely changed. Online marketers have been forced to build other moats.
You have to start building other moats because you will be in trouble.
Social media became the new moat. Social media is now the default method to reach an audience online. An alarming number of small businesses these days don't even have an email marketing or SEO strategy. They're 100% focused on social media. And I can't blame them. I've been doing high-level SEO for 20 years. And even anymore, I can't even justify the expense and everything else it takes to run an SEO campaign. And we have automated tools to do it with. SEO just has lost its effectiveness big time. Email just as well. Email is a canary in the coal mine. Just getting email to the inbox is so hard anymore. People don't even open it anyway. Just getting email to the inbox has become so cumbersome that I've nearly completely given up on it. So many people, so many high-level marketers I know have really gotten frustrated over these years as email marketing has changed, become incredibly expensive and very cumbersome and technical to keep getting email delivered to the inbox. All the while, users are opening it less and less and less. And I call email the canary in the coal mine because email was the very first thing that got regulated. Because marketers use it so much, it became so annoying to people, became a mainstream form of communication, so the spam became so annoying for people that governments around the world had to pass laws against it, make it illegal to do what they call spamming. Spamming works, very effective, but because of the spamming and the laws that came from the spamming, email became very hard to get delivered. Those laws, those regulations, the technical barriers that have been put up to get email delivered are proof that we've completely lost trust in email. And once email, the main form of communication from the internet, trust is lost from there, it's lost across the board. Now everybody moved into social media. Social media became the new moat.
You have to start building other moats because you will be in trouble.
But social media's walled gardens, privacy issues, and censorship concerns have eroded trust even more. Now people are looking for alternatives. Let's face it, the internet is fragmenting. People are headed to small groups and niche-based messaging apps. The Brexit in the UK, Trump in the US, and the rise in cryptocurrencies around the world is all the proof you need that trust is lost. We all know it, we all feel it, trust is lost.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
In 2011, when I read this book, this is Jane McGonigal's book, Reality is Broken, Why Games Make Us Better and How They Can Change the World. When I read this, it gave me a real eye-opening about where we're headed. And when I read this book, what it talks about is applying the principles that make games work. What drives us as humans to seek arbitrary rewards inside of a digital game? It's part of our psyche, it's part of our biology and how we're built. Games crack into that. And over the years, as I watched the gamification arena, I watched social media and big tech apply these principles very well and use them kind of against us, but to make profits in the end. Now in the book Actionable Gamification by Yukai Chao, this is a further expansion on not only the power of games and how to apply it to every business. That's why it's called Actionable Gamification. It shows how big tech has used gamification principles to tap into our dopamine reward systems in our brains. And this has worked very, very well. Obviously, it's made them billions of dollars, and what it's done is really push us all into a herd mentality. We've all herded to social media, yet the internet is much, much bigger than social media. The internet is not just the top 3 or 4 sites. It's the giant world out here. And what we're starting to realize is that this gamification has been used sort of against us to extract our value in return to help investors on Wall Street. Now once you understand this and start looking towards the future of where everything is headed, as we know, trust is lost. I like to think about the early days of MySpace. Now MySpace was one of the first places that I really got a foothold in making money online. I'm a coder and I built little custom tools for people to help them customize their MySpace web pages. Now this is pre-Facebook, when MySpace was a very creative place. You create your profile and you made it look how you want. You could customize your music, what people saw. MySpace once gave creative freedom. Facebook, Google, Apple, and Twitter and all the big tech stifled it. So even though MySpace back in the day was a weird place where most people's profiles were awful, it was creative. What we have now is a whole lot of sameness. With the rise of tools like WordPress and all kinds of other systems out there that help you build funnels and shopping carts and web pages incredibly easy now, what it's done is put us all in this mode of creative freeze. There's a whole lot of sameness on the internet, and it's become quite boring. You can tell a WordPress site the minute that you see it. They all look the same. You can see everybody's Facebook profile looks the same except for a couple of pictures here and there. Same with Twitter. We don't have a MySpace place anymore for people can go and show off their creative stuff. Now people do it somewhat on their websites, but it's incredibly limited. We're handcuffed into WordPress themes and plugins and incredibly stifling things. Big tech has pushed us into a corner where we all have creative freeze. Big tech has used its multi-billions in funding to use gamification against us very effectively. They've extracted our value. They've put us in small herds and feed off of us just like vampires. And we love it because of gamification. It drives dopamine in our brain. It's how we work. But now that we understand this, there's another part of us that we have to have in our lives too. Dopamine kicks are great and everything, but what's missing from it? Creativity, creation, building things. That's what's been missing. And nowhere is this more prevalent than in the internet marketing space or people running internet-based businesses, because what's happened with these tools, they've made it so easy to build funnels and do split testing and all these things. So what you've got is a whole lot of websites and sales conversion funnels that are the same. They just look like every other one out there. Most marketers just copy what they see out there and they assume just because somebody else has done it that that must be what's working. So you find a whole lot of people that just do the same as what everybody else is doing. So this creates a really bad, what I call a Me Too effect. Everybody looks like Me Too. Everything looks the same.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
When it comes to robotic dexterity and athleticism, there's no one doing it better than Boston Dynamics. The company, now owned by the Japanese firm SoftBank, was founded in 1992 and has since risen to become the leader in robotics. Atlas is a 6-foot humanoid robot that's been designed for search and rescue. Its abilities include navigating outdoor rough terrain and manipulating its environment. In order to see, Atlas is equipped with stereo cameras and a laser rangefinder. The robot is so advanced that it can now do some tasks that I'd say most humans couldn't. This includes successful backflips. When released in 2013, Atlas was an absolute breakthrough in humanoid robotics, as it could easily walk on uneven surfaces and even snow-covered terrain, and it can get up when knocked over. This is something that the previous generation of humanoid robots couldn't manage. Maybe to put some minds at ease, the Department of Defense has stated that it has no interest in using this robot for offensive or defensive warfare. Spot Mini. The canine-inspired Spot Mini weighs about 25 kilograms or 55 pounds and is much lighter than other Boston Dynamics robots. It runs off electricity and can operate for about 1.5 hours. Spot Mini is also the quietest robot from Boston Dynamics. In February 2018, a video of Spot Mini opening a door with a claw made it to #1 on YouTube trending, and a lot of people did find it a bit creepy, especially if they were a fan of Black Mirror, but I really just see good mechatronics engineering. So most of the footage that you've seen of Spot Mini is when the robot is in autonomous mode, but what some people might not know is that Spot Mini can actually be controlled by a human. Here's a pretty cool example of a TED Talk where that happens.
So this is Seth Davis, who's my robot wrangler today, and he's giving Spot some general direction by steering it around, but all the coordination of the legs and the sensors is done by the robot's computers on board. It's got a solid-state gyro and IMU on board. It loves to use its dynamic gates, like running. And it's got one more. Some of you may see that as a head and a neck, but believe me, it's an arm. And Seth is driving it around. Now he's actually driving the hand, and the body is following. So the two are coordinated in the way I was talking about before, and the way people can do that. And in fact, one of the cool things that Spot can do, we call chicken head mode, and it keeps its head in one place in space and it moves its body all around. There's a variation of this that's called twerking. So Spot, I'm feeling a little thirsty. Could you get me a soda? Now for this demo, Seth is not doing any driving. We have a LiDAR on the back of the robot, and it's using these props we put on the stage to localize itself. It's gone over to that location. Now it's using a camera that's in its hand to find the cup, picks it up, and again, Seth's not driving. So we planned out a path for it to go. It looked like it was going off the path. And now Seth's going to take over control again because I'm a little bit chicken about having it do this by itself. Thank you, Spot. Feel about having just finished your TED performance? Me too. Thank you all, and thanks to the team at Boston Dynamics who did all the hard work behind this.
Another robot that Boston Dynamics has is Handle. Handle combines the dexterity of other Boston Dynamics robots, but with wheels. It stands 6.5 feet high and can travel about 15 kilometers an hour or 9 miles an hour. It also runs on battery and can travel a pretty impressive 24 kilometers or 15 miles on one charge. And to add to this, it can jump 4 feet high. Versatility. Honda's Asimo robot takes the cake for the most versatile robot in terms of ease of integration into various target markets. Asimo, which stands for Advanced Step in Innovative Mobility, has the ability to make sense of its environment via facial and sound recognition, but this goes a step further. Asimo can also understand postures and gestures, such as handshakes, pointing or waving. This enables the robot to interact with humans quite well. It's also capable of detecting the movement of multiple objects, including distance and direction. This is achieved by 2 cameras in Asimo's head, acting as its eyes. Asimo can follow a face or turn its head to a person when being approached or spoken to. The robot also has the ability to recognize general sounds, such as an object falling or other loud noises. Overall, the robot is very multifunctional and can perform a number of general tasks, such as turning on light switches, opening doors, carrying objects, and pushing carts. OpenCat is an interesting approach to robotics. It's a low-budget, yet capable, simple kit project for those wanting to learn about robotics. Inventor Rongzong Li explains, quote, "We are developing programmable and highly maneuverable quadruped robots for STEM education and AI-enhanced services. Its compact and bionic design makes it the only affordable consumer robot that mimics various mammal behaviors and reacts to its surroundings. Its innovative soft joints reduce wear or shock and extends the lifetime of hardware." End quote. There are two versions, one that uses an Arduino Motion module for real-time adaptation, and a full version which uses a Raspberry Pi to enable AI-enhanced perception. The Pi brings Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and touch distance sensors, voice, and night vision capabilities. The project is geared at the less tech-inclined who still want to have some fun and something to play with. Lee states that the end goal would be like a little robotic cat Alexa or Android phone with an app store that you can download third-party applications and functions for. He hopes the end price will be about the same as the average smartphone. Okay, so this last one may not be a perfect fit, but I thought I'd chuck it in. These are robots whose sole purpose are to create as much damage as possible. And no, I'm not going to be revealing a secret rise of Terminator. What I'm talking about is those backyard-built robots from BattleBots in America and Robot Wars in the UK. I had a look at the new American version of BattleBots and it's come so far. It's almost like a sport in ways, with different strategies and excited commentators. As you can see, there's some insane effort put into some of these machines. But as far as pure destruction goes, the title for this category has to go to Tombstone in the American series.
Bombshell needs the perfect shot, but Tombstone will not make that easy. Oh, one of the wheels has come off the bombshell already. It's even going. Tombstone, line it up. Here it comes. Oh, annihilation for Tombstone at last. No. That's the exclamation point, Kenny.
When I was a kid, my favorite show was Lost in Space, the original, and I was always fascinated by this robot, mostly because at the time when I was watching the show, I was about this kid's age, and he had a robot as a friend. That always fascinated me. They had a robot that could do certain things for him, do some work for him, and also take care of the family, fly ships and all kinds of amazing things. But most importantly, he considered the robot his friend. Now, I did a little search here and found the 25 best robot movies of all time. You know, through all of our culture, we are so fascinated with robots. Well, the top robot movies of all time is Star Wars. It's a story of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Iron Giant, Johnny Five, Terminator, RoboCop, the show Westworld on HBO right now. It's a super popular show, and it's all about this merging of robots with humans and where that line is getting blurred. There's no question we are fascinated with robots. And for sure, internet marketing epitomizes all of that. Heck, even your own website is a bot. It's a little automated business card. It's like a little bot business card. Pretty much the entire internet is just a whole bunch of little bots doing various automation tasks for you. We are all fascinated by automation. Automation is just another way of saying bots. Even your own email autoresponders are bots. Even physically mailed postcards are little automated sales bots. Even when you just look at social media has so many tools to automate posting schedules and even how images and videos look. It's all about automation. Automation equals bots. We love robots. So there you have it, the top 5 reasons your next website is a crypto-powered chatbot. Number 1, SEO is clearly dead. Bots are taken over with voice and visual search. The bots closest to the customer, delivering those kinds of search results that are closest to the customer, like we are doing, are the future, and it is the death of SEO and even how content is delivered. Number 2, the internet is broken. My little clever phrase here, cookies are baked. They're most definitely showing their age and weaknesses. Crypto-powered chatbots solve this problem because once you're inside of a chatbot ecosystem, Cookies are eliminated. You don't need them at all because everything is tracked by other means that are a little bit more technical, but it solves the problem. And number 3, trust is lost. As simple as that. We know trust is lost for all kinds of reasons. And every stat says it's clear. Bots make people feel safe again. Because guess what? They know it's code on the other side of that. You're not fooling anybody into believing that there's a person on the other side of this bot. That's not why they are so effective. They are effective because people know they are bots. And at some level, we know code is law, so it restores trust. Now that's just one way that chatbots are restoring that kind of trust, but that's a very blatant one. The next one, creative freeze. The gamification and reality is broken model has put us all in a state of creative freeze. We all feel it, so the world is fragmenting. The herd mentality is kind of over. Everybody is looking to be their own creative individual. That's why you're seeing the rise of Twitch and individual streaming of video games and all of those sorts of things. Creative freeze is coming undone by the fragmentation of the internet. And the more kind of specialized bots that you can get out there and reach those people and provide bots for them to do their creative unfreezing, the more you're going to be ahead of the world. And yet the closer to you, the customer you are with these solutions, the better you are. And automated chatbots solve this beautifully, and everybody loves them, which leads us to the last point. We just love robots. Simple as that. It's all through our culture. TVs, movies, everywhere. Everything is about us merging with robots. It's just like what we're looking to do. In fact, the entire internet, I would submit to you, is nothing but a whole bunch of little robots. That's all it is. And I look at robots as little microservices. Could be servers, could be your email clients, all kinds of little things that are automating our life, setting us free as people. We should be using this to set us free creatively. In the end, we love robots, and automated crypto-powered chatbots solve this for the future. Once again, here's the entire package of what you're going to get inside of the chatbot funnel system. You get the Chatbot Army Bootcamp, which is a $1,000 value. You get all of the tools, a $5,000 value, which includes all the open source code. You get all of my curated resources, all the smart contract source code, all of my proven chatbot funnel templates. You're also going to get the Chatbot Army Business Training, which is a $1,000 value on its own. You're going to get Profit Blocks, the Blockchain Business Construction Set, which is a $500 value. It currently sells for $500. And if you're one of the first 99 in, you're going to get your own automated media empire via the Chatbot content curation site, code, and build out. You're going to see how this gets all built out from zero, starting from a blank page all the way to a full-blown content curation site managed and built by a chatbot. This is a priceless value. Plus, you're also going to get the 2-day live bot workshop where we come in live. You're going to work here in San Diego. If you can't make it to San Diego live, you can live stream in. Either way, it's going to be 2 days live, working one-on-one with me to build stuff. We're going to build amazing, cool things and stuff that I really can't teach you over video that can only be shown live. Very cool stuff. These events will always be on the bleeding edge of emerging marketing techs that will always be interesting. So they always have a huge value. I'm giving a $500 value at least. So the total package value is well over $10,000. I'm very comfortable with that. It's well worth more than that. So you can get started now. You get all of this stuff, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. Save $500 off the regular price today and get all this $10,000 value for only $499, then $99 per month to stay a member. And don't forget, you also get access to our community, which I think is over the top, the best value in the whole thing. So much value here. Plus, you're also going to get 500 karma points. Now this is our cryptocurrency that's running live right now on Ethereum. You can see the preview of it here. This is where it was created inside of MyWish. This is exactly what you're going to get access to. So you're going to see a real cryptocurrency that's already deployed, already working on the automated chatbot. You're going to be able to go in and see the contract address, see the wallet, see as yours gets issued, and see how this all flows together so you understand how this entire world works going forward. And with this, you're going to be able to copy this and do your own version of this. Not only are you going to see how a cryptocurrency evolved, but you're going to get access to being a part of that. So you get 500 karma points and you get $99 karma points every month that you stay a member. And again, the domain name, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. So get started now with the Chatbot funnel system. I'm sure it's over $10,000 value, and today it's only $4.99 and $99 a month to stay a member. Thanks guys for watching all the way to this end. I know it's been a lot, and hopefully you want to watch it again, and I'll see you inside of our community, thetrainermethod.com/bot special. Thank you, appreciate you all. I'll see you on the inside.